What, like to just throw the symbol into the pit? Ah, shit.
I mean, you can grab
Or
the holy
necklace,
symbol
whatever.
and then launch yourself into the hole. That'd be
I
funny.
could do that.
You could do that, I guess. That's easy.
Can I do that?
Nab and run.
That's going to be difficult to get it off of his neck at the same
I
time.
do like a super slow-mo Matrix like that.
Yeah, that's
grab it off like while I'm in the air.
That degree of difficulty is going to be pretty much impossible. But you can shout at him to do something. You could tell him, give it to me. You could tell him, throw it in the pit. You could tell him, throw it yourself in the pit. I mean, you could do any of those things.
I just wanted to fling him off the. Damn it!
You could take chat's input.
Probably not.
Yell at him and throw bacon. That's all I got from chat. And now that I recognize it, can I yell real quick? I just don't know how much time there is.
Yes, you can yell at him. That's fine. This is all happening. I mean, it doesn't take you long to yell.
Just that I know that it's not his symbol. Like, why is it glowing? What like what's going on? What does that mean?
And
can
he
you
looks
tell me
at it, he
anything
says,
about that?
Yeah, so he sort of looks at it, he says, "What do you mean?" He's like, a paladin who willingly hurls himself into the portal can seal the energies of this portal. What do you mean, this symbol is not mine? And then he looks at it and his eyes kind of widen. And he says, but this was Eldrin's. And as he says that, as he says this is Eldrin's, I need Soliel, because you were looking at him last, to make a, you can make a check for me, a perception check with intelligence on this one, as you're looking at, Rakshasa, the deer, yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah. Intelligence likes me. Wisdom, not so much.
Oh, damn. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Okay, I didn't see that was the roll.
Book smart, not street smart.
As you see that, as you see it, now remember I mentioned he was cackling delightedly. As the, Istival says the business that I just mentioned about blah, 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 wait, this is Eldrin's, you see his face, this, face turn to anger and maybe even a touch of fear.
Awesome.
Okay.
He does not seem happy about whatever just transpired.
Cool. I'm going to assume I saw all this through the snowstorm.
Yeah. Well, the snowstorm, he pretty much dismissed the snowstorm. Around himself, so you could see kind of through it. There was, he pretty much dismissed most of it.
Okay, Fing, good thing you didn't follow through with your first instinct.
So Fing, you yelled at him. You still have an action that you can take, whether it be a move or an attack on the devil or something else. But definitely Istival now is hesitating, looking at the symbol, like he's realized something.
It's either still knock him in the pit or throw the symbol in the pit. Sirius, tell me with your face.
I'll wait to see what he's gonna do. I mean, look, this is Istival. If Istival wants to throw himself in the pit, he's going to do it.
Well, fine. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Let's do the boring thing. If that's the case, you know what? Can I just put myself into full defense with the shield that I have out and just wait to see what he's gonna do?
Sure. I don't want to make you do the boring option, but this is what's happening.
No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm knocking him in the pit. I want to roll. He's done. I've had it. No. Enough.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your roll.
Or should I just?
Or you can yell.
Well, why don't you hang one round?
You could also, the other thing you could do, by the way, since you said you wanted to do something like this,
I just know it's close to the
You could
end
also try to grab the thing from around his neck and throw it yourself. You could try to do that. What you were trying to do was jump, throw yourself plus it. I mean, but you could try to grab it from him and throw it in the pit yourself.
Well, if I was going to do that, can I just tell him, maybe just throw the symbol in the pit? You don't have to kill yourself to do this?
If you want. What are you going to say? Yeah, do you want to say that?
Yes, I'll say that.
He says, so he looks at you and he says, do you think it'll work?
I do. Do it before I knock you in the fucking pit. Excuse my language. Sorry.
Okay, so he looks
the impatient one.
Yeah, so he looks like he's considering, doing what you just said. But it's not his turn yet. So either you could try to take your turn and do it for him, or you can,
Yeah, can I run up and just grab it off
Yes,
his
you
neck,
can if you want.
toss it in
Sure.
the pit? Yes, I would love to do that.
Now, as you do that, you are gonna. The one thing you need to remember is that as you do that, you are gonna
damn
take
it.
an attack of opportunity from the barbed devil. So
fine.
just keep that in mind.
Okay.
As you go by.
Your AC is pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Critically misses. Maybe because it was stunned at what was happening. It's like, what? So it critically misses. Okay, so he sort of almost like half hands it to you anyway. He sort of looks dazed. So what do? You hurl it?
I freaking like Air Jordan it. Boom! Right,
Okay. So you Air Jordan it into the style. And as you do that, the Rakshasa is like, no, you fool! Eldrit's
gotta be
holy
good.
symbol tumbles down the fiery pit and explodes with a blinding flash. An instant later, the pit's hellish flames are snuffed, its clouds of brimstone dispersed, and its embers scattered on the winter wind. And the earthquake stops. The rumbling stops. And as it does that, the Barbed Devil is still up here, basically as a threat, but nothing else is coming out of the bottom. And the Rakshasa, in utter fury, charges directly, basically around the pit, and charges towards the two of you. And as it does so, Fing, you see it morphing into its true form, a tiger-headed humanoid with backwards claws that drip some kind of poisonous ichor off the side. And it said, "You will pay for this, you incompetent fool!" as he rages as he runs at you.
Welcome to level 9, boys.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was pretty competent as far as I'm concerned.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
You're welcome. Or
running
something. I don't know what just happened there, but
What'd you just say?
Wait a minute.
He ran around.
He's running across hazardous ground. Please let him slip in the pit.
I'll make a roll for that.
Please, by all that is holy, let him
Please.
go.
That would be hilarious.
Sadly, unfortunately, he critically achieved his save, though.
Wow.
So he's sorry. He was like, apparently he's so angry he's not affected by
Wait.
terrain.
Now
I was
If
waiting-
he would have slipped in the pit, that would
That
have
been precious, yeah. Although the pit is
I
now
was waiting
actually
to hear, like, the
closed, so he would have
Scooby-Doo
just
slip
fallen to the
sounds.
bottom of the pit. Yeah, exactly. It would have been like Gollum falling into the right.
Arv,
yes.
have we reached the end of the turn?
Yeah. So we have just gotten to, because Fing was the last one. So we have just gotten to the end of the turn. Yes.
Okay. At the end of the turn, before I start again, I wish to use my cunning action to drink my potion of invisibility.
Okay. Cade winks out of existence.
Yep. Well,
and,
just
then,
outside.
and then jumps in the pit.
Exactly. YOLO! Right.
In that
We
pit,
rode!
Yeah, and thank you, chat. I don't know. It went from I just wanted to fling him off the cliff to well, okay.
Be curious. Fing, despite his best efforts, saves the day.
Okay.
And then
Charles
that's
Lee,
where,
this
that's
isn't
where
even
the
my final
Rakshasa.
form. Yeah, exactly.
Arv, that's where the Rakshasa is now.
Yes. So the Rakshasa is now there.
Not quite close enough. Okay, go ahead. You may proceed.
So let's see. So Cade, this is actually now we're up to the top of your. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Yep. So we're now up to your turn, Cade.
Yeah,
So we're
I
at the
hold
top
action.
turn. Okay. To what? Are you like holding for something particular? Or are you delaying? Like,
Well, I'm delaying. Sorry, I'm delaying my action.
Okay.
When I'm
are
ready
you
to go.
delaying your turn to whom? So in other words, you can hold your action until something specific happens, or you can delay it until after a person goes. But
Basically,
you
I'm
can't.
holding it until the Rakshasa is within 5 feet of the other two.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To do your, I got it. I understand what you're doing. You're like, wait for it. Sneak attack.
Exactly.
Okay, Samil. I assume you're staying where you are then, Cade.
Yes.
Okay, Samil, you are up then.
Last I heard, I was running away from him.
Yes, that is correct. So you were running away from it. Actually, let me see. When does that go away? You remain frightened forever. No.
Gonna pass
It's like
Tom
me,
which is
yeah, me and Dom
hilarious.
like smack high fives and like on the way out. Yeah.
Let's see. You were frightened until the end of your next turn. So you have one more turn to basically run away full speed.
Okay.
I'm sorry to
So
say
I'm
it. I know it's not very exciting.
That is hilarious. You're gonna meet him right there.
Yeah, you're like Tom's like like what's going
Dom
on?
like turns me around and then we both charge together. Yeah.
But no, you
funny.
actually do-si-do. You just like link arms and like spin around and go back. Okay, Domdor, it is your turn.
Well, I haven't seen anything, so I'm still going to carry him.
Okay.
And
You see a very, very frightened looking
I see
Samil
him
running at you.
I get to about here. I think that's about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can start to see things. I guess.
Yeah, you
Big
see.
horned
So what you
ugly
basically see is you got like this devil down there. You see a really, really angry Rakshasa attacking Fing and Istival. You see Istival looking a little bit dazed. Fing looking vaguely both triumphant and a little bit troubled by the appearance of the Rakshasa. And then you do not see Cade at all. And also you see Solil, who is like still kind of like, cursing that the ice didn't work to send him into the pit.
The gun I'm carrying, does he respond? Any sword or the sword or the shield? Or
No,
anything of
no
that?
reaction from either.
All right. Well, I'm done then. That's me.
Okay. All right. So you are done. That leads us to the Barbed Devil. So the
Yay.
Barbed Devil turns and faces Fing, who's the one who's now sitting in front of him, and decides to attack. Let's see.
He's our tank.
First attack, let's see. 19 with the claw. Does that hit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
AC 19, yeah.
Okay. The second one is a 12. That misses. But the 22 is going to hit, I think, with the tail. So, okay, first of all, the claw is going to do... Ugh. That's going to do 18 points of damage. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Join the race.
The pit is not closed. The pit is still like a pit, but it's no longer open to the nether regions.
Yeah.
So-
The gate is closed.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was going to be like magic, just poof, gone. That is not the right roll.
No,
Plus-
no,
that's-
sadly, it's locked, yeah.
Hold on. That was not my roll. Or I guess if you want to just, add +5 to that, it's 16 then, actually. I thought it rolled plus 50.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me just for chat. The pit is closed, but it's not. I mean, so it's closed to the nether regions, but it's not like it's still a pit, like 50 feet deep at least, with rocks at the bottom. And also, thank you, Harleyson. I'm glad. Sorry, Fing.
That'd be a 16. I thought it messed up, but you just got to add the +5, so that'd be a 16.
16. Okay, so you feel a temporary wave of fear pass over you, but it passes. So you were not afraid of that. However, you were still hit by the tail that I previously mentioned.
Yep, got that.
And that is going to do 13 more damage.
Oh, 13 as well. Okay.
Which should leave you at what now?
28?
Yeah, that was you got hit pretty hard. These, as you know, Barbed Devils kind of suck.
Yeah.
That's sort of been your experience. And then it stays right there. It seems to be happy with where it is. And now Istival has a chance to go. Istival, to his credit, reacts quickly. And turning, he says, "Handle the devil, my friend. This is my fight." And he charges towards the Rakshasa. And as he charges towards him, the sword is glowing. You see the Rakshasa's claw is lifted, and you see Istival's sword is lifted, and then they hit each other with this clang, and lightning shoots through the claw and through the sword. Like, think, lightsaber, right? But it's claw versus the sword, and this incredible ringing happens, and there's almost like a minor sonic boom almost, like as they hit each other. And he charges in, not rolling.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, yeah. Are you asking for a challenge? Okay. So he comes in, and he yes,
Did he use that lightning javelin, Foom?
and he definitely hits. And let's see, he does. Okay. He does a good deal of damage, and again, you see, as I mentioned, that lightning that's sort of shown from above.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So he just hits for a lot of damage, and basically, and Nadir takes all of it. He sort of staggers backwards, sort of this greenish blood oozing from him, and he says, "I destroyed your squire as I will destroy you, eating your still beating heart from your chest, you worm."
You.
He says that, and Soliel, that is it is now you. There's still some shit going on.
Now, and Sod brings up a point too in Skype here. I forgot swift actions. I can pull those whenever I want, any turn. Like I have healing word, which I'd like to use on myself. It's swift.
Yeah. Swift action. I don't remember how they handle that in the betas. Does it say?
Yeah, you can only do one swift action, but you can do it whenever you want. But only during that, you can only do one that turn. You can't stack the bastards.
Right. That's what I
But during
figured.
his own turn, or during
I think during anybody.
Whenever.
Whenever.
Because I have a swift reaction spell that is
Okay. Is
But
it a
only during that set of turns. I think is what you're
right?
saying.
Is it a
Yes.
reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's used as a
Then
reaction
yes,
type.
go ahead. You can do that. If you're going to do the healing word, that's fine.
Cool.
I think that seems like an appropriate time to use it. So what does that bring you up to?
I got to roll. It's 1d8 plus 5. Hold on.
What's up, Thor?
All right. So since it's my turn, can I hear Dumbledore?
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Can I hear Dumbledore? Yeah.
Dumbledore's like, Voldemort! Yeah.
Can I hear him right now? I need his inspiration. Oh my god.
Listen, you'd like to have Dumbledore at this point. You'd be like, that guy.
So that basically
That would
takes
be
me to
pretty-
that last
that'd
attack.
be
I'm
pretty
back
sweet.
up to 41. It
Okay.
takes 13.
All right.
Can I hear Dumbledore coming?
Well, not.
seems
I mean, there's a
pretty
lot of noise. There's pretty much too much noise to hear anything specifically. I mean, all you need to do is turn around though, and you can see him running towards you. So it's pretty not hard. to do.
Fantastic. We're
Yeah.
doing that then.
Yep.
I'm stepping back a little bit here, and I'm casting haste on my little squatty friend,
Stabby, stab,
Oh,
stab.
on Cade or on you mean on Domdor?
Dumbledore.
So as he runs by you, so it's like bowling ball, right? As he runs by, you accelerate his speed. Like,
Get a little faster in here, please.
lovely, lovely. All right, you slingshot him up.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's funny.
that is my
Okay,
turn.
so you're able to haste him. Now where? Now hold on a second though, because range 30. How far can you? Is it a touch spell? Where can you haste him from?
Touch. Okay, let me look
it's
this up.
touch.
I'm gonna have. It's not touch. I'm gonna look this up.
I
think
just
he
want
can move
approximate
within
range.
range. Yeah, I think he
He's
can
about
probably
30
make
feet
it.
from you. So if it's
Oh, it's 25. Well, then let's just move a little
Yeah.
bit farther back here. All right.
that's fine. That can do
There
it.
you go.
There you
Haste.
go. All right, done
Get
and
in
done. So you feel much faster suddenly, Domdor. Last, by the way.
It's concentration, I believe, up to a minute.
Okay.
Yep, concentration up to
Okay.
a minute.
All right, done and done. Fing, you now are facing a barbed devil.
All right. I'm going to take a little step back. How far am I? Like face to face pretty much?
Pretty much face to face, yeah. Like think Alien in the Alien movie with the tongue coming out like that. What's up,
God,
Cliffy?
what do I have out? So does that take like one of my actions to? Because I'll still go with the fact that I had.
To disengage, yeah, to move back like that, I assuming you're moving back in a way that he's not going to attack you. Also, hi, Adam.
I'm moving back to get in range for the javelin because what I didn't hear is resistance to electric, which I think this javelin has. So can I move back far enough? It's 30 to 120.
Yes, if you yes, you can do that. So you can disengage and move back, and then you're going to shoot. You're going to basically throw your javelin at him.
Yep, right between the eyeballs.
All right. Let me check for a second, make sure I know. Let me find this javelin, make sure I know what it does.
I mean, I would assume it still have the +5.
All right,
'cause-
you may proceed. Let's see. Okay. And you would still have the +5. Yes. Well, actually, this is dexterity. Remember. So you're throwing it. Actually, wait. Javelins are. I'm trying to remember. If javelins are strength or dex.
I don't know. On my regular javelins, I had +5.
Okay,
versus
so that's fine. Then
AC,
do that.
so- Okay, which still isn't insanely impressive. 17.
Okay, so what happens is you throw it, and as you throw it, it turns from a javelin into an arcing bolt of lightning.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like zigzag, right? Like jigga jigga jigga, right? Towards it. And it's got to make a saving throw,
Please blow up. Please blow up.
which it horribly which it horribly fails.
That'd be cool.
And so it takes a bunch of damage. Specifically, I'll tell you this since you're the one throwing it. It takes 4d6 lightning damage, so go ahead and roll that on a failed saving throw. Also, anyone that was in a line between you and it would have taken that, would have been also affected by it. So actually,
Thank
you sort of
goodness I
singed the
moved.
eyebrows of, yeah.
Luck strikes again.
You singed the eyebrows of Istable.
Said 4d6, correct?
4d6, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not 4 to 6. 46 would be.
That's why I said 4d6.
Not bad.
That's why I said booty traps. 13.
13. Okay, it takes all of it. You are correct.
Dead even.
Now, when it does that, the javelin actually, as you throw it, you notice that you didn't actually throw it. Like when it did that, it just arced the lightning. Now it seems to have faded and gone into like just a regular javelin that you're holding. It still looks like the same thing, but it doesn't have the same sparking like bzz, bzz thing going on. So now it's
would
just
I be
a
able to tell
javelin.
that or know that maybe it lost its charge or no?
It seems, yes. No, you can definitely tell that it must have lost whatever magical charge it had. What you don't know is whether it will restore automatically or whether it's gone until it's recharged or whether it's gone forever. That you don't know.
Right on.
Okay. So you did that. Good work. You're staying where you are. That leads us back up to Cade.
Yep.
Oh, wait a second. No, it doesn't. Be nice if the Rakshasa would actually get to move. In fact, I forgot to move him. Damn it.
Nah.
That's
Well,
my
I
fault.
thought didn't they clash with Istival? And I wanted to actually attack him before he got his attack.
No, it was after. It should have been before Fing went. So that's my
Yeah.
bad.
Does anyone have an
okay.
Android adapter? I need to plug my javelin back in.
Yeah, sorry. He should have been up
No, that's okay. That's okay.
here.
All right, where we're going here?
It doesn't matter. I'm shadowing him
Bring it
anyway.
back
So
real quick
it
over there.
technically doesn't really matter. So
Specifically, there we go. Okay. So now the angry Rakshasa comes in on Istival.
okay.
Yeah, the clash was basically like, because remember that Istival I mean, they were running towards each other, yes, but Istival
Right.
engaged them first.
Yeah.
And so let's see. All right. So he sweeps at him with his claws. 2 of them, actually. Stop me if you've heard that before. Claw. Wow, this is terribly on both of them. And then on this one, let's see if that hits. Does that hit you, Istival? It does not hit him. So that turn pretty much sucked for the Rakshasa, absolutely.
Hopefully it's about to suck a lot more.
Yep. And the Rakshasa takes a step back, looking warily at both of you.
I mean, what? He can see me while I'm invisible? Really?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, sorry, I beg your pardon. But he's
Thank
also
you.
looking at Fing. What I meant was Fing here. So he takes a
Oh,
step, but
yeah.
he takes a step back. But I mean, he was disengaging from those two, basically.
Right.
You could have like tripped him.
Oh no.
You know,
Yeah,
like
exactly. Whoop.
bent over and then wait for him to step on you. And you're like,
Yep. And then he seems to be starting to get ready to do something. You don't know what.
Well, let's see if we can stop that.
And now we do the thing with Fing. He did that, and now we're back up to Cade.
All right. And I put about 1.5 feet of steel into his gullet, hopefully. All right, this will be the sneak. That looks good. 22.
That is going to hit. On the Barb Devil or on the Rakshasa?
Oh no, on the Rakshasa.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
yes, that hits.
Barb Devil, Schmarb Devil. The cleric, he's got him taken care of. I'm not worried about
He's
that.
got him. The cleric's got him on lockdown.
Domnor's about to
Clearly.
freaking, charge the heck out of him. I'm trying to take this guy out. So sneak damage. Cause smack. I'll take that, I guess. Not great, but okay. 15 total.
Okay. Again, he seems to resist a lot of that.
Right, and then second sword, which is just going to be regular damage, but I'll still take it anyways. I could 20 him. Who knows? That's a 20, not a natural 20, just 20 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, and then standard damage is at the... Oops, wait, cancel, sorry. Short sword 2, here we go. And that's just
Exactly,
regular.
Cover your heart, Indy. Cover your heart.
Another 4 for what it's worth.
Okay, and again he resists.
Oh yeah, tag them both.
Okay.
The better part is I'm now visible.
Okay.
All right. We're all
all
still
right.
alive.
So did you at the top of the order here, Arv?
That was just you at the top of the order, yes.
Yeah. Then okay. Then I'll
And
use
also
my
now I
other-
believe that makes you visible, correct? You just.
Oh
did
yeah,
that
yeah. So
invisible,
I'll be
you're-
using my cutting action to disengage on this one.
Okay, right.
I'm gonna step back.
Okay.
Get him, guys.
You do so. All right, Samil. So you guys see Cade like emerge from the side, strike him several times, and then be like back up, like woo 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 woo, like that.
Yeah, pretty much. That is about it. Exactly.
Okay,
That's
Samil, you're up.
All right, so I'm not feared. I'm charging the
Correct.
demon.
All right.
I'm charging the demon.
He just moves up to him. Zap. Okay, so you like
I'm
run
back.
right to him.
Back.
Do you give it? Please tell me you do like a "This is Sparta" moment with the devil, like just like
I mean, if there's ever a moment to do that, it is now.
I would think,
So,
right? So you're gonna do the
yes.
big boot. Are you gonna try? You could try to overbear him into the pit. The problem is he might try to drag you in. Also,
Yeah,
it's not
that's
going down to the
that's not
hells.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be epic. All right, so
no,
you're
we're
gonna
just gonna
charge
go
him.
for a chop.
All right.
There you go.
Straight up.
Straight up chop.
Old fashioned way, baby. 15? Or
Uh,
60?
hold on a second. Did you say or 16? Whatever I like.
Yeah, you know.
Whatever works.
How you feeling tonight?
15
What can
and
I do for
16, pushing 16.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Right. So yes, that'll hit.
Aims for the nuts. What do I get, baby? 12 damage.
Okay. So again,
You slice those nuts good.
not as much. You do, however, do damage to its horned nuts.
Did not need to know that.
Barb Devil, man. Barbs everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
That barb right off there. and just slice it.
Oh, goodness.
You're gonna be missing a couple in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that me covering that distance probably took up an action, right?
Yeah. You don't have the ability to do anything else, but you definitely made your presence felt. He is officially looking at you like, what's up?
Let's go.
Domdor, you have been... So, Domdor, you race by... I'm just going to move you here, and then you can take over from there. So you race by, and all of a sudden you feel yourself moving really, really fast, like super fast. And super... So
I head over here. I see this.
You see
and
that, and you see a Rakshasa fighting.
Yeah, I see that. I see a Rakshasa. I see a pit. I'm like, I quickly ask Salil how deep the pit is, and if this guy is really strong.
Okay, go ahead. You can do that.
So, Salil?
It's pretty freaking deep. And it's pretty freaking strong.
Nice.
So I put the guy down.
There's a reason why I'm back here right now.
All right, so I put the guy down.
Both
of
because
my
of
haste.
ice and because of claws.
Because of my haste, I'm actually just literally run with my axe like as a shield in front and just charge into him and try and knock him out into the pit.
Into the pit. All right.
Using my... Do I get a bonus because I'm hasted?
Using no, absolutely. But you're using the flat of your like, what are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
like
you're
Yes.
So you're trying to cover the 7-10 split in bowling by knocking him off like that. Basically, this is a cricket bowl with you like as the bowling ball, living bowling ball. All right, go ahead and make an attack
roll. Would it be
roll.
a strength or would it be an attack?
This would be a strength roll, but I'm going to give you an additional +3 to this.
Okay, so 1d20, strength 5.
What's up, Madmo?
Good
Klob is like, I don't care if it's the devil, you don't hit dudes in the
There
nuts.
you go.
I like
26.
night snakes. Not forgetting that all of this is still difficult terrain. Come on.
That's true.
Aren't they
26.
26 will definitely hit. Okay, now he needs to make a saving throw to keep from being thrown over into the pit. So let's see if he can do it. Let's make a... Oh, wow. He critically makes it. He's just like, woo! He's like right on the other side.
Oh, they just keep critically making that,
He critically made 2. He also critically failed saving throws before, let me just say. So this guy's an all or nothing type. So he sort of spins around. However, what he has done is he's left himself exposed. So he's basically facing like this way now. So he's like temporarily turned around.
Yeah.
His tail like swoops around.
I'm going to
behind you.
spend my bonus action, my fighter ability, to take a swing at him now. Is that okay?
Yes, because
I spent my hasted action to drop the guy and then charge.
Yep.
And now I have and that was part of the basic attack. So now I'm going to do my bonus,
Yep.
which is just a normal attack.
Yep.
Here we go. A 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
Unnatural 20.
Yes. Yeah, nice.
14 damage.
And you're using
The cold steel axe.
He takes all of that. He takes all of it. And the interesting thing is that you do know that some monsters are affected by cold forged weapons, even if not magic ones. So he takes all of that damage. You can see that it like really bites deep. He is messed up.
Oh yeah, time to wreck some shit.
That's what I'm talking about, son.
Yeah. I'm ready. Let's rock.
Remind me to line my two-hander with some cold steel when you're done.
Yeah, yeah. Just like line your pecs with cold steel.
My knuckles like just dust them.
No, that it's like battles, the blood sport. Noxum cow, Noxum cow.
So where are we going, Arv? Who's next?
Sorry, that was I beg your pardon because he had done that. I forgot that he was already taking your hated action. Hasted
Very,
action.
very-
All right, the Barb Devil turns. That's he's like what? He looks very messed up, and he sweeps at the creature that has just hit him, which is, of course, Domdor. So he's going to do the 2 claws. And that is, let's see, so we've got an 18 and a 19.
That hits.
And the tail is a 9, so that's going to miss. So
That's
the
a
2
miss.
that hit, let's see. So that's going to be... Let's see. Okay, so he does 20 points of damage to you with those, and I need you to make 2 saving throws, 1 for each hit versus wisdom.
Is it wisdom?
Yes.
Foul the first one.
Oh, kickboxer. You're right. Sorry, Crawler. My bad. Kickboxer.
So I foul 1, pass 1.
Boom. Okay, say it again. You failed
Fail
one.
1.
You're
pass
like,
1.
oh god, and you turn to run.
Okay.
So,
gotta do it
so
now.
your
I'm gonna
whole
be running
the
really
whole
fast.
fight, exactly. You're just like run, bam, turn around, run. Like your whole fight is just running around, like just from place to place.
I get to be able to do it again now.
You're like a subway, you just back and forth. All right. Okay. So that was you, and that leads us to Istival. Istival again swings away at the evil Rakshasa. Let's see. Is that one going to hit? Yeah, and misses with both of those attacks. He seems to be laboring a little bit now with that, with the, his leg in particular. He's keeping up with the Rakshasa, but you can tell that it's been a while since he's been involved in a big-time fight of this sort. Solil, you were up.
Options are pretty limited because most of they are resistant to most of what I've got. So
Go nuts.
Hit him with
Go.
your staff.
Hit him with your staff.
move a little bit closer. I'm gonna hit big old Barbie bastard over here with a magic missile.
Okay.
There you go.
Magic missile.
Magic
There
missile.
you go.
Yeah, he's not.
Hopefully
resistant
that
to
hurts
magic.
him.
Yes, that does seem to hurt him. And in fact, it does how much? Is that 11? I see.
Yes.
You blow him up. You just
Yes!
And the devil dies and drops, which presumably the Rakshasa might have cared about if he was paying any attention and not raging at, Istival while he was doing all of this. So the barbed devil drops. You could still... Did you move forward to do that? I didn't see that. Did you move forward first?
I did move forward, yes.
Okay. So...
I mean,
Oh,
no,
nice,
totally
good
didn't. Yeah, move forward.
Yeah, totally did. Okay. So you're staying where you are. Now the Rakshasa gets to move. And the Rakshasa, so he does he's backed up and he starts doing the stuff, and then he casts something, and suddenly you see
Hungry?
you see
Crap. You
All
see
of a
an
sudden-
army of cats.
yeah, all of a sudden materialize around him. So Leo,
Really?
I will give you an
Mirror
opportunity to make a magical lore check to figure out if you know what he just did.
Intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. You know that what he must definitely have cast just now is mirror image, which for those of you not in the know, mirror image basically means that he's got these other clones around him that you have to kind of get through before you attack him. So. let me
Or you've got a 1 in 4 chance of actually hitting him too.
Yeah, right. That's true.
That's okay. We have ways to fix this.
So basically the description of that is there are these duplicates of yourself, but I would point out that you see 3, not 2, duplicates around him, which maybe means he's casting it at a higher level. But basically the creature randomly determines whether it targets you or one of the duplicates. So that's what you know is around him. So he does that, and then he does that, and then he backs up further, so that now you're not 100% sure who's what. But there's something around there somewhere. Okay. And let's see, where am I? That was him, and that leads us to Feng.
Now, he's been damaged, right? He's been hurt.
Yes, unquestionably. Yeah, I know, right, Coffee?
Now, I know this sounds risky, but is there a way I could, like,
Jump in
cast...
the pit? No.
cast Mass Healing Word on him and see which one actually gets healed? If that makes sense?
Yeah, well, the problem is though they are acting as he acts, so it would look like all of them were being healed the same. It's just like he's, you know,
All
yeah.
right.
It's not like he created clones. It's a good idea, but it's not not effective.
Okie doke. Yeah. I suppose there's no way to, like, you know, like, look really hard to see if there's any differences, anything between any of them. Like, how would I? Is there any?
The
way
only way to
that?
really handle it would be to either do an AOE spell that affects all of them, and then, you know, these things, the minute you hit one of them, they just vanish. Like, so they have no damage at all potential. Like every time you hit one, they just vanish, except for
Okay, I didn't
the real
know that.
guy.
That's what I was trying to do with the heal spell, basically.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that.
Just get it to my turn,
Yeah.
and we will fuck him up.
Honestly, I don't think I have anything like super positive to add to this. Does anybody need healing? I can heal somebody this turn. I just.
Mirror.
I think it's some
I would-
spells you could use for
Sacred Flame, but that's not like an AOE. I don't think.
I
Please
don't.
have a
Whoa! Crackly! Ah! Crackly! Ah!
Exterminate.
kill.
All of a sudden, it's like Sector from Mortal Kombat you're playing. Dominate.
That's funny.
Scared the crap out of me.
It really did. All of a sudden, I was just like, "Oh my god, what are the things from Doctor Who? The Daleks?
Yeah, the Daleks,
Exterminate!" It's just like
Oh my god, I thought it was me for a second. I was like, we were doing so well.
I'm gonna back up and just heal.
Okay, that sounds good. While you're doing that, by the way, let me just say quickly to chat, thank you guys. Really, really cool and turnout that's been holding. I hope you guys are enjoying this epic battle, which is clearly coming close to the end of Chapter 4. Yeah, so...
Yeah, and I
welcome,
just think
welcome into the stream. If you like what you see in here, please follow not only me, but all the guys who are playing tonight.
For time and effort's sakes, yeah, I'm just gonna heal. I do think Inam's got a point. I just wanted to get to his.
Okay,
round.
so who are you healing? Are you healing you?
I have 40 hit points. Like I lost about 36 so far in the fight.
Yeah, where are you? Over here, right? So can I go over here and then what is it?
I think Dom, you're fine on hit points, right?
Yeah, Prayer of Healing, up to 6 living creatures, 1d8 plus 10.
Okay. Does it have to be in a certain radius, or just like, you know?
I don't know. I would assume I'm right next to Ceres, though.
Oh yeah. No, that's no problem. But I didn't know if you wanted to hit others of your party.
Oh, I don't
in
know.
there.
Did anybody else actually get damaged?
I'm down 5, but that's not terrible.
Domdor got hit.
20.
Down 20?
Yeah, it took
And
20.
you're
Yeah.
right-
He's right next to me, though.
You're right next to all of us, too. I don't see a range on it, though. It says up to 6 living creatures. That's it.
I think
Okay.
it's got a radius
That you can see within range.
No, Mass Healing Word has living creatures in range. This one is just Prayer of Healing up to...
The only
Dra-
range
oh,
25
that
Dragon
one's-
Right.
that one's 10 minutes. Actually, no, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say that's gonna
Yeah. This one's got to be Mass Healing Word then.
Dragonright says to show them a Hostess fruit pie, the real one will reveal himself in uncontrollable compulsion to consume it.
Sorry, 50 feet. Would that hit all 3 of us here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
So 1d8 plus 7.
Okay.
And then his gallbladder would explode. That's how it would work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it ruptures his spleen, but
Yes. Yeah. Oh, too much sugar.
So 11 for everybody.
What
Or,
series?
well, everybody
Are
around
you
us.
paying Dragonspear? Finish this game. Get to Icewind Dale. Have you recruited him? What the hey?
So I'm up to 52 now, Arv.
Okay.
So we
You're
all
at
heal
52.
11?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
Yep.
52. Let's see. Series is 51.
Yep. that's
Samir, what was the range on that? Or I'm sorry, Fing, what was the range on that?
50 feet.
Oh, geez, I healed too. I'm back up to full then. Awesome.
So
That's
you're,
not
which, is
cool.
which is what? 51?
50, yeah, 50 on the nose.
correct. Dave, what's
50
up?
and
Yeah, I just had no viable attack, so that
Dude,
worked.
that's fantastic.
you are a cleric. It makes sense. Domdor,
Welcome
what
to
was
Crawler.
72? What was the deal there? What did
Yeah,
you go?
someone 83.
83. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. That would lead us down from Fing. So we're now back up to Cade.
Aim and fire. I'll take one of them out.
Okay.
Just the
So-
closest one to me, pretty much. So it's the top one, next to the 5 foot.
Okay. So what you do is you target a duplicate. So first of all, let's see. So okay. So roll. What you're going to do is you're going to be rolling a d6, John. And if you roll a 1 to 5, you're targeting a duplicate. Because it works if you have two duplicates, it's 1 to 4.
All right, I'll take the first one, which is I think a 3, so I'm kind of screwed. Oh, either way, it doesn't matter. All right, it's a
Okay.
duplicate no matter what, but I just want to get rid of them anyways. That's fine.
Yep.
I'd take the 1 to 4. It wouldn't matter to me. Bam! Oh, that's a good shot too. All right, 25.
Okay. Yes. Your arrow pierces right through the center. Assuming I could ever select it. There we go. Boop. And one of them vanishes.
Wink. There we go. I'll roll my damage anyways just for grins. All right, 3 left.
Okay.
Doing my best.
All right. So one of them winks out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
And that leads us to Samil. Samil, you're facing 3 Rakshasa. There are 4. This is the final chapter.
I mean, what? Cleave? I'm gonna spin around like a freaking dreidel up in here. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Get in there. Get in there and hack some.
Well, the
of
thing is if I connect, I mean, I have 2 attacks, so regardless, I should be able to find out who the real one is.
Yeah, and then you clear the way for Istaval to like go do some choppy.
So same thing. So you're going to roll a d6 series and see what you get.
Why am I doing that again?
Because this is to determine who you're actually duplicating. If you
Because there's
roll,
a chance you might
if
hit
you're
the
targeting.
Rakshasa. Yeah.
Right. So if you roll a 1, now that he's down to duplicates, 2 duplicates. If you roll a 1 to 4 on a d6, you target a duplicate. If you roll 5 or 6, you target the right guy.
Oh, I'm just gonna swing. All right.
Yeah, but you might be able to actually hit him, which would be cool.
If I hit a duplicate, do I dispel it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just
Assuming
gonna
you
do
do.
that anyway. So, d6.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. So it's a duplicate. So now you make your roll, your attack roll. You do still have to hit it.
I mean, my whole plan was to dispel the 13.
Yeah, I figured as much. But let's see.
That's weird.
Yes, that hits. So, boop.
Yep.
Another one vanishes. Another one bites the dust.
Round 2, fight.
Round 2, fight. So that's the yep. Okay, that time because it's a duplicate, so you actually hit the right guy this time.
All right.
Sweet.
So now you get well, assuming you hit,
Oh, sorry.
I should say.
That's a damage roll. Sorry.
Yeah, so you actually got to roll to hit him. Sorry.
Ahead of yourself.
I like how every one of your hits is testicular damage. Every
The
single one.
best kind, bud.
That hits.
You talking about lightning damage is your favorite? That's my favorite. All right, here we go. Damage roll.
It's true. You have not blown the horn. Apples is like, did you blow the horn?
12 testicular
I
damage.
was going to, but then they closed the pit. It was going to be my next action until he threw
Okay.
the thing into the pit. I'm like, aw.
Let's see.
I back it now. But that had been literally my next freaking action. Yeah,
Okay.
I might blow it out in celebration after the encounter. That's a good point.
So 12, you said? All right. So again, it takes that more or less in stride. But you do hit it. And you are now up on top of it. You already moved, so that leads us to Domdor. All right, Domdor, there's no devil. How long, by the way, in does the difficult terrain last around the pit?
Oh, it's already gone.
Okay. So
Domdor, by the way, backed out. I'm not sure where he is.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. What happened?
He fled in real life.
He
Oh, there he is.
disappeared. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, his like Yeah, his he's not even in chat now. Oh wait,
He
maybe.
just came back in.
He
There
is.
he is.
Wait, maybe he is.
Sorry, my cat jumped on my computer and hit the power button.
Oh, do you realize what that means?
I know. I'm sorry.
All right,
It's
chat.
your
So
fault.
here we go.
At least my kitty
It's
can't
safe.
do that. So
Lily fail. Okay.
she failed her dex check. Critical failure. Critical failure. My kitty.
Oh yeah, it's a critical hit. Lily made it. All right. Kate is still right.
Goddamn cat. It's because it's feeding time and she wants food.
She has decided
Yes.
the hour is upon you.
Turn off this box you stare into at all hours and feed me. I mean, really.
Okay,
Still
let's-
an hour
It's
though.
got it from their perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. These are things that can, for hours on end, look at a laser light dancing along the floor. So I'm not sure that.
Okay, that's a very valid point. Never mind.
Yeah, that's good. That's true.
Okay. Right. So I think I fixed the cameras. Everyone's back to where they should be. So okay. So on you go, Sod. It was your turn. Domdor is facing
Okay,
2
I'm
now.
still running.
Guys.
Am I still running?
Yes. So you're running away until the end of your next turn. So you move as far as you can away. and
Which
then
will
you
be
have
like
control of
really,
this-
really far away.
because you're
It'll be like-
hasted. Oh
Suddenly
It'll
god.
be like there-ish something.
Oh my god, Mr. Battlemoose said Rakshasa strikes in real life. That's true. She's obviously supportive of the Rakshasa. I didn't even think of that.
Yes, you have a double agent in your.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay, Istanbul.
That's awesome. That's funny.
It's like what? It's nothing. Okay, Istanbul's up next. Istanbul.
Look at her. She's just
She's giving you the back of
yeah.
disdain. Yes, yeah.
That's a nice
I'm
D&D
waiting.
campaign.
We have
you
a
got
cat
there.
who does that all the time. Like, I'm just not gonna let you. Whatever. Screw you. Nope.
Istanbul does not hit. Istanbul's been having trouble this fight.
What? Yeah, dude.
Well, he hit him early on, but he's
Yeah,
not hit him
but
later.
he's sucking now.
Solio, you're up.
Jeez, dude.
All right.
I mean, R, for all the time for your dice to go cold. I mean, come on, man.
I know. Yeah, be curious. That's a nice D&D campaign you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. His leg hurts. Exactly, Battlemoo. Exactly.
Yeah, Peter doesn't get on you with the virtual pet fighting.
Exactly.
What was that?
So you're up.
Someone-
Solio.
Someone said I prefer virtual pets are a lot cheaper to maintain, and then someone else said, yeah, and Peter doesn't get on you about the virtual pet fighting.
That's right.
That's what Pokemon's for.
So now, our random question too. Do you have one of these two that you have picked out as which one is real, or is it? Are you?
Well, I mean, yeah. I
Is
mean,
there a
I
specific
basically
one?
know.
Okay, gotcha.
I know which one was there to begin with, but like
So if I do
mechanically.
something special on one, you will. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm dropping a fireball on him.
Okay.
Or that. That works.
I could address this problem.
Yes. I will solve this dilemma for us. So I need a DC 17 dexterity check.
And from Samil and myself as well, since we're within range.
No, you're not. I
Blocking the
sculpt.
power
I
button.
sculpt
You
this spell.
sculpt it, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
was-
I can sculpt anything I want. So yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay, never mind.
Sculpt the universe.
Sculpt. Okay.
it.
What was it you said? It was what's the DC?
17.
Sorry.
Okay. He is going to get an 18. However, the good news.
Of course he is.
The good news, though, is that the news is that he was unaffected anyway by the fireball. However, his duplicate was affected by it, so his duplicate vanishes.
Nice.
But
That'll work.
he is
That'll
still
work.
around and apparently unaffected.
Yeah.
Now, that
Alright.
was also could have been because he dodged it or whatever, because he did make the save. But so
Actually, that works. That works for me.
there we go.
Pretty
So
well.
now you're down to a single guy again.
Yep.
Kill him.
And let's see, that was
Working on it.
Solil. And then
Really working on it.
And don't forget, Domdor, you're hasted.
Yeah, I know.
You got your exercise today, that's for sure.
yeah, hold on a second. He was at 5. I was like, wait, what happened to my guy? And then I saw what happened to him.
Oh yeah, I meant to say this earlier, but I moved up so I could actually like see everything.
Thank you for the follow, Innuendo. I like it. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Argonauts. Okay, so he, yes. So now he actually gets a chance to move. And
Oh, chicken out. Not chicken out, tiger-headed guy.
Give me 1 second here. Okay. He casts a spell and lifts into the air.
Ooh. Jerk.
Let him fly over the pit and someone dispel magic, please.
Do you have it?
I really want to see that. No, I don't. But I really want him to fall in the pit.
Here's the
Optic comes out of nowhere.
I have
I'm
it.
here. Okay.
Yes.
So he is now in the air and flying. And he is now above the ground. He's probably a good, like, 35, 40 feet. And he looks to be winding up to do something.
Is he over the pit?
No. He's exactly where he is. He stood right there. And that brings us to Feng. You're now facing I know this is your favorite, Foom, when you actually find flying creatures. That's the best.
Wait, he's flying now?
Yeah, he just cast a spell to fly.
Son of a dick. All
I
right.
remember you talking about that earlier. It's funny.
Okay.
Yep, Rakshasa cast Red Bull. Yep.
So actually,
Well played.
okay. Could I have 2 attacks. Could I throw my, I guess, like, well, not so special javelin once and then whip out another one in time to throw another one? I would assume I have a good shot at him if he's flying above everybody else's heads.
Do
like,
you
not
have
facing
2?
away.
But the way we need to double check on.
I have the one, like, the silver one or whatever.
No,
it
it's
is.
not that. Do you have 2 like throwing attacks though? Like, I mean, you have 2 melee attacks normally, right?
That is a good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually. That's why I was asking. I don't know.
I'm guessing not.
Is that
if you were
different?
attacking them as if you're because you can use it technically, you could use a javelin as a melee weapon. So
Okay.
if you're doing it with, if you're attacking with melee, then you could have 2 attacks. I don't think you get 2 throws.
Okay, then I'm just gonna throw the javelin at him
Okay.
from here.
Magical or non-magical?
The magical one,
The
I
one
guess.
that was
but
previously magical.
that
or
was
whatever.
previously known as magical.
The javelin
Yeah.
formerly known as magical.
Yeah, formerly known as magical. Yeah. That one.
Okay, so you just fire a symbol at him. All right, so go ahead and make the roll.
All right.
Yes, something dark side.
Nice.
Something dark side.
Just your damage, the worst kind.
Yep.
It's 20.
That will hit.
Awesome. Now, what is the non-magical damage on this? Same as a javelin, then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Good high quality one.
Hey. Man. 5 anyhow.
The good news, though, is that it does seem to be not resistant to that. So it may still have a trace of its magical power. You don't know.
Oh, nice.
But
Right on.
Pierce's shield. That's
wait.
good. That's
I
good.
accidentally damaged Istival. Sorry. Not you, Istival.
Hey.
He's lucky to be alive. Whatever.
Yeah. It's true.
The way he's been fighting, yeah.
It's very
gosh.
true.
There was the whole pit incident.
Yeah, no, there was the pit incident, right. Okay, Cade, you're up.
Arrow. Got
Okay.
nothing else, so yeah.
All right, fire
I mean,
away.
he has a nice big target, that's true. So
Yep, he's definitely a big target.
maybe not that big. 16?
Yes, we'll hit.
D6 plink. 5 for what it's worth.
Okay.
Take him down one arrow at a time if I gotta.
Resists some of it.
Yeah.
All right. And that's
I
it, I
guess-
think, for you, because he's not within range of anybody
Yeah,
anymore.
right. I got
Um,
sling bullets after this, so I'll keep firing until he
I
falls.
just think just keep throwing like rocks.
Yep.
And
Yep.
okay. Next up is Smeal. You have a flying tiger
high is he off the
thing in
ground?
front of you. He now is probably about good 25 feet.
Delay my turn.
You don't want to like do the thing of Braveheart, where the guy throws the sword and like tosses it in the air.
You know what? Dom Door, hold on, man. I mean, if you want to go for round 2 on this, I'm game.
You missed this the first time.
It's up to you, bud.
I'm running away right now. I'm like,
Oh,
way-
yeah.
No, you're back in control of yourself as of this turn.
Do you want me to prep up for The
Up to
good
you.
old Domdor alley
Why do I feel like all of a sudden I'm like in this bad outtake of Cirque du Soleil? Like it is like da la ah, like really?
Oh man.
Okay, so
Dude,
this
you
is
made the
plan.
tiger fly. You started this.
As you run, you're gonna grab the lightning spear from Foom, right? You're gonna like catch it.
I don't think I have it.
Why do I've got my axe? Why do I need a spear?
Oh, that's right. Your axe is good enough. That's right. Okay. Do you want me to get ready to throw you?
I guess. If you want it, if you really, really want,
I'll
I'll go for it.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Game time.
This
All right.
is the
So
best thing.
I'm gonna prep for
Maybe I should grab him, like tackle him down.
like grab his foot or something.
Is he because it
25 feet in the air.
the hot air balloon theory of fighting?
True.
Can I throw you 25 feet in the air?
It'll take a strength check. Remember, he's
I like how
he's-
Arv's not necessarily saying no, though. It'll
He-
take
oh,
a strength check.
he's hasted, so actually you could probably just jump on you and then like
Oh,
you
got a
take
mad
the extra
boost, that's
acceleration
right.
and then again fastball special like I said before.
I almost want to see this critically failed more than one.
You want to see him in the pit.
I'm sorry. No.
Oh, luckily, no. There's not gonna be any chance of that. Hopefully,
I could see a critical fail, and then I'll get put into the.
you're gonna end up over here, dude.
I
like, it's
believe
pretty
I can
fail.
fly. Woo! All right, well,
Launch you straight into a stone wall.
so if you're delaying, then go ahead and do it.
All right, so I'm gonna get ready to throw him. That's my turn.
This is so. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you guys weren't around the first time we did this. That's it. I don't know who's up next.
All right. Well, actually, next is Domdor. So if you guys are doing this, you know.
Yeah.
Make it
I'm literally like legging it there with everything.
Your
Hasted action.
stamina, your marathon sprints, man, must be like you're just no joke.
Well, I'm
like,
hasted, so like I was there.
Right.
That's my normal movement.
Right.
That's a haste, and then I get an extra one
Okay,
for
so
haste.
you run towards him. You guys like have this moment where you like connect eyes, and you're like, yeah, and then like he leans down to like do the alley oop thing, right? And so then you get to his hand. Now you got to make a strength check, Smil.
All right. here
I'd
we go,
recommend
bud.
not critically failing it.
Oh man, 10.
So you're like, huh! And so you're like, where? Let's see, where are you? So you're like, I believe I can fly, like so like there. So you land about there. Now you don't fall in the pit, sadly, to things, but you do not actually hit him. You're now, however, down in front of him. So basically, you just hasted. He threw you up. You went up and jumped over. Actually, wait, that was you, Samil. So yeah, so you basically just went up and landed like right below him. So he sort of looks at you and gives you a confused look.
Well, the good thing is that I mean, there's really nothing else I could have done anyway. So neutral. Sounds good.
Now that was still technically all part of your move. So if you want, Domdor, if you have anything else you can do action-wise.
I might. So he's up in the air. Like I'm gonna move over this way. So in case he does any type of area effect, he has it's not gonna be getting me in it. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Logical. All right, Istival, who looks sort of angrily at his prey that is out of his way. Istival sort of looks up at him, and let's see. He says, and Istival, he says, any of you, do any of you have a crossbow? Any of you?
I put my hand up.
I have a javelin.
Well,
I
my
think.
hammer. Up
Oh, I have a
axe
bow.
up.
I think. Yeah, I have a bow.
No, he said a crossbow specifically.
Dom,
I
how's
have
a
a
hammer
crossbow.
a crossbow?
Oh, he's being awfully.
I have a
crossbow.
crossbow.
Oh.
I did not know that. I have a heavy crossbow. To be
You've
So-
never used it, I think. I don't think.
No.
So he runs. So he runs to you. Where are you? Runs. The hell are you?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
He runs there, and
Grabs it
then
from my back.
he casts a spell. He says, "Let me see it." And he casts a spell. Let's see. Okay, and he casts a spell on you, and he blesses you. So he casts bless on you, and then he says, Now shoot the thing.
Okay.
And so he tells you to do that. And then he turns and faces in the direction of his foe. Meanwhile, said foe, who is down there at this point now. Let's see. Turns up and casts. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. He casts. Okay. He casts. He turns to face Istival. And he closes his eyes and murmurs a spell. And let's see if Istival saves against it. No, he does not. You see Istival's movements getting labored, and eventually he seems to stop. And you, Fing, recognize this as some kind of holding spell that's been placed on Istival.
Hey.
So he is not able to move at the moment. And that now leads us, Fing, to you.
Okay. Question: who is up in order after me?
Next up is the top of the round, Cade.
It'd be Cade, and then after Cade
Would be Samil. Actually,
Okay.
right now they delayed, so right now it would be reversed. It would be Domdor and then Samil.
All right. Okay. Now, as far as 2 attacks, that doesn't count spells as well. It'd still only be
No.
one
No.
spell.
Right.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Son of a-
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to approach Rakasha under here and use Dispel Magic to try and bring him down. And hopefully he'll take a little bit of a drop, I would assume.
Yes.
Yes, if you're able to dispel magic on him.
Okay.
What's the range on it, by the way? I think it's probably fine, but...
100 feet,
Oh,
actually.
yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Plenty.
That's fine.
He ain't that far.
Is that an area effect? It affects everybody in there, or just the creature you target?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know. Hold on.
Oh, here, I can't. Hold on. I got my players right here. Just a second.
Cool.
It will not take long.
So-
Dispel color. Almost there.
It's one creature. I just saw it.
Okay.
It's one creature, so you would target the one creature.
Cool. Yep.
Okay.
120 feet. Yeah, plenty.
All right. Is he making... What's up, Darth? Is he making a saving throw?
DC equals 10 plus the spell level.
There you go. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, what's the spell level of the spell?
It's a 3rd level.
3rd level. Yep. Thanks. I'm sitting here like staring at 3rd level. Yeah.
So
all right,
you
thank
cast the spell, and it seems to have 0 effect
Ah.
on him at all.
Mistakes have been made. I had choices there.
Not
right,
at all.
Cool.
0.
Cool.
So you kind of note that fact. And Cade, you're up.
Okay, so this wall, by the way, I'm in the 5-foot overhang thing, and this wall next to us. How high is that? This right up here, like right, boop, that.
That is much higher. I mean, I'd probably like 15 feet or so. Like there's and in fact there's probably a roof over the top of it.
So if I got to the top of that, would I be able to like? It's a long way to jump. To try and get
I was
to
just gonna
him.
say that'd be quite a leap, quite a heroic. leap.
All right. I'm not that crazy, so I guess I'll just keep firing.
'Kay.
Hey, 1-2 points at a time. I don't care.
Doop
Oh,
doop
God,
doop
okay.
doop doop doop.
It's a 17.
We'll hit.
I'll pincushion this son bitch. Come on, damage. Whoa, could not determine something screwed up. Hold on, I gotta do this the hard way. Just a second. There we go. There it is, and 3.
Thank you for the follow, Harley Sin. Okay. Again, he resists much of that.
Chumpy.
But you do in fact hit him, and he is, kind of looking somewhat injured.
Yeah.
For sure.
Gonna take forever.
Somewhat.
Domdor, you are up. You and Samil, could reset your cannon of doom, your
There.
dwarf cannon.
There we go.
I'm actually going to fire the crossbow. So
Okay.
I'm going to switch it to crossbow. Fire it twice.
I thought you were gonna do a Troy thing where you leap and also
Sorry,
fire execution
sorry,
style.
Neil.
Jeez. Crazy.
So I'll switch to it and fire
Alright.
the crossbow. First
Okay.
shot. is a critical.
Wow.
It's a critical.
Okay.
Bam.
It's blessed, isn't it, too?
Yeah, whatever that is. So it's a 1d 10 plus 1, so that's 11 damage, plus whatever the bonus from the...
As it strikes him, the glowing crossbow bolt lands in the center of his chest. And as it hits him, you see it sort of like one of those like right, glowing and glowing and glowing and glowing and glowing and glowing, and then essentially bursts with radiant damage within. And from high on Ruin, he falls, and then lands with an earth-shattering crash to the ground. And as he lands, you see his corpse decomposes rapidly until nothing remains but a reeking pool of ichor.
Yay!
And Istival reminds you that a blessed crossbow bolt, when hit in a critical way, can destroy a creature like this.
Nice. Wow.
We did it.
Yes!
Got to use that crossbow more often, bud. Damn.
I will next time.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
Congratulations.
My first time using a ranged attack and I hit.
A crit, son.
He's sort of, so Istival kind of leans, heavily, and sort of leans heavily as well, and says, like leaning on one side on his cane and kind of, sorry, I should say on his sword rather, and looks around and says, I'm too old for this, my friends, and sort of chuckles and laughs. And then he looks sorrowfully at the body of Darendor, and kind of shakes his head, and he says, I'm sorry, old friend, that I couldn't save you as well. And he looks over at the pit, which is now silent, and there's sort of an eerie silence that just has descended over the entire castle. Now, I have a quick question. Actually, Domdur, you were the one hanging out. Who was talking with the dwarves in the inn? This was when Fing...
That wasn't me. That was Fing.
Me?
No, it was Cade and Fing, I think.
Okay. So
Gosh, I thought Fing was outside smoking.
well,
Yeah,
Fing
no,
Fing was about to...
Samil, I believe it was.
Yeah, Fing was explaining his conversion at the time.
Right.
So,
I went out to talk to the soldiers.
right, that's right. I remember that.
Someone else went out too. I think it might have been Smeel. Oh no.
So Cade, you were in talking to the dwarves, right?
Yeah.
No, I think you stayed in actually, Smeel.
Do you remember what you said to them, by the way? I just wanted to double check on something.
God. Wait a minute. Or did I go out? And I don't remember. Because I thought I went out information gathering. I found out the information, because I wrote the notes down. The information I found out was about Darendar, and they served in the Waterdeep Militia, and they followed Tempest, and that was pretty much all I had.
Okay,
so
right.
that's all I really know.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
So you hadn't mentioned anything about where you were going, I don't think, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It was just
We're keeping that
as well.
Keeping that on the QT, on the down
QT,
low.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. So, all right. Well, there you guys go. Nadir has been destroyed. But you still, of course, have to return to Daggerford, assuming that's where you want to go. And Istival looks at you and says, there's no reason to stay in this cursed place.
Nah, this is home now.
Dude, I want to retire, man. I'm done.
So there's no like.
We can't go
Doesn't
back.
look like there's any kind of portal there still, like any remnants of a portal or anything. I'm assuming.
There's nothing.
And
It
we
looks
have-
like
we have-
it does look down below
rooms and all
completely
that?
dead. It looks completely dead down below.
Oh, good.
I'm
Wow.
so disappointed that we didn't end this campaign with the Rakshasa falling in a pit, because that would have been hilarious. Just
Well, if you could have gusted wind him over, he was just levitating and then nailed him. That would have been awesome. But
oh no, this was much earlier in the fight. Whenever he first final formed us.
What's up,
Yeah.
TTM?
I believe Led Zeppelin said it best when they said "off to the land of the ice and snow."
Very nice.
He's been waiting a year to say that, guys.
Oh
Yes, I
my
know.
God.
So,
I don't want to discredit this. It's been a lot of fun. It's brilliant. But,
well, wait, whoa.
oh
I'm
my
not.
God.
I'm not done. Before you give your postmortems, hold on.
Who else do I need to kick off into the pit? Let's do it.
So the pit does seem to be. I mean, you see the dead body of the devils down there and whatever, but there's nothing else seems to be crawling out from below it. It seems to have been sealed. But you realize as you look down just how close you came, because obviously the destruction of demons pouring through this hole could have been a real possibility, and having Good to see you, TTM. And having, a paladin's soul might have been a worthy trade from the demon's point of view, and you prevented that as well.
I asked Esteval, is it secure? Do we need to do any more rituals? Anyone else need to get stabbed through the heart with a freaking light shooter or anything?
I believe that it's secure for now. At least my squire can now finally rest in peace.
Well,
As for the Rakshasa, he's been sent back to the hells to whatever fate awaits it. I would assume not a good one at this point.
Agreed.
And also, the Red Wizards remain a threat, but at the moment, there is little to be done but to return perhaps and rest.
I think our job stops at saving the world. Wizard Schmizzers, although we still didn't ever figure out that stupid altar thing. Yeah,
what happened to the wizards and the elemental keys and all that? Like,
The elemental keys, this obviously was the last step. All of it makes sense now. The last key that was needed was this. These keys allowed him to open the Shrine of Tempest and to create the altar that would finally reveal the blade. The blade then was used by a willing cleric when a cleric sacrificed himself to trigger the effect. The portal was opened. Darendor was the unfortunate result.
Oh, so Darendor was a pawn. He thought he was actually closing it, but that wasn't what happened.
Well, right? Yes, but I don't know why he committed suicide over the altar. That wouldn't have been part of the ritual as far as I understand it.
Mind control or something? Is someone maybe influencing his thoughts? I don't know. That is a good question.
It could be.
It's too bad.
It could be.
Sure, it was
more information for me to gather as well.
All right, so the Red Wizard at the Iron Axe Mountain Keep, that was actually the Rakasha. So the Wizard really did die at the...
Apparently. It explains a great deal. It also explains the person who accompanied you in Chapter 1, the warrior.
Yes.
Oh.
Completely, so the whole time we were completely tricked from the start.
Wow. Shape yeah.
And it almost,
If only someone had ever picked up Detect Magic.
and it almost did incredible damage to all of us. But it did
Or
not.
detect evil would have worked too if we had a paladin handy all the time. Oh well. Yes.
But it's not.
Blow the horn.
Yes. Actually, alright, well, just to see what happens, it'll blow the horn.
Right in his face.
In whose face? Sybil's face.
Whoever we're talking to.
In Samil's. No.
Oh, my face? Okay, sweet. Yeah, go for it.
All right. So let's see.
Because it is the horn of triumph, I hope. And not a horn of bubbles.
It's a horn of time reversal, so you go before this fight. No, I'm just joking. Although if I were evil, I would totally done that.
Blows my head clean off, man.
I would happily take another second chance at that Rakshasa falling in a pit because of my ice storm.
All in
All
the
of a sudden, you
pit.
turn around and Samil's like this baby, like this toddler.
You're like, oh crap!
Man,
It's the horn of babying.
Except, yeah, you got the pec still. It's like perfectly shaped abs on a baby.
With a
it's
baby
just a
six-pack.
pet column at that point. That's really all it is. It's a
Like a
miniature pet
genetic
column.
gift.
It's the horn of babying. I knew it was going to happen. Where the? Oh, God, there we go.
It's like part of his family's like genetics. So all children are born with these packs.
Ridiculous pecs.
Okay, so let's see. So you're gonna blow it where?
Well, like no, not in your face.
Oh no. Oh,
Toward the
surprise.
castle walls, just for grins.
All right. So you blow it.
The horn of blasting. I should use that earlier.
Hold my ears just in case.
It's a sound of
Campaign's
triumph.
over, son.
Horn of monster summoning.
The Nazgul float overhead.
I could see it just being some kind of cursed item and like summons a
So,
whole bunch of demons.
The horn blasts, and you hear as you blow it, a thunderous blast emits about 30 feet from you.
Man, I'm glad you did that toward me.
The walls shake and rumble. The ground shakes. Dust kicks into the air as if disturbed by a sudden gale, and some rocks fall from the walls.
Cool.
And then that stops, and then you look over and you see Istival looking at you like this.
What the dick?
I just had to find out.
Oh, come on. You come to expect this by now.
Right, exactly. No, that's exactly right. So then he kind of like, oh, well, and he claps you on the shoulder and laughs.
And we all have a
We all
good
walk in the sunlight.
80s sitcom
Yes.
laugh, exactly.
All right, you guys return to Daggerford. There's no cutscene. There's no place like home, and as homes go, Daggerford isn't bad. The whole town is draped in a thin blanket of white snow. The guards at the gatehouse stamp their feet to keep warm as they wave you through, and all is quiet within. You look forward to a good night's rest. Delphin the Wizard looks out the frosty window of his tower library. The world is changing again, he mutters. And yet, says the voice in the chair, the winter still comes and goes. The moon still waxes and wanes. Griffins are griffins. Not everything changes. Yes, says Delphin. I suppose that's a good thing. A griffin made of pipe smoke swoops past Delphin's nose. He disperses it with a wave of his hand and sighs. So what's to be done with these red wizards and their hidden fortress? Heroes, my friend, says the voice in the chair. Heroes. Ha, replies Delphin. That's your answer to everything. It's the only thing, my friend, the voice says. And credits. That's it.
Dun, dun, dun,
Good
dun.
job, guys.
No, then there's the scene after it where we're all at the pub and I'm lying there on the thing. Like,
Exactly.
Samil's got his like herbal tea thing.
No, then it cuts back. Then it comes back
Reading a
to.
book.
Then it cuts back to the
Makes a
Ewoks. It cuts back to wub wub. Da 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 da
He's like sitting
da
there
da.
watching us have alcohol while he's like I can't have alcohol. So he's got like some water or something.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So that's it. Congratulations, Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle defeat. Well done, you guys.
Yes. Much fun.
Yeah, that was you guys did very well in that last fight. You guys handled things very well. I'll tell you one thing that you could have messed up on very badly. One was I won't tell you about the stuff with the paladin and all that business about what could have happened there. You did sort of ascertain things properly, but had you told John the dwarves where you were going, they were actually servants of the Red Wizard, and you would have had to fight a Death Knight and 2 wyverns on the way out of the castle. So it is a good thing you didn't tell them where you were going.
What would have happened if I didn't headbutt Mama Booga?
If you hadn't headbutted Mama Booga, you could have addressed things diplomatically, or
You would have probably done it with her. Like that's probably what would have happened.
yeah, exactly.
And 10 years later,
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah, had I critically made that roll, what would you have done, Arv?
Oh, had you critically made it?
You would have married her, dude.
I think right, exactly. You would have done like an elf, like a forearm, bump type of thing, right? And then she probably would have wanted to marry you and make her part of the tribe. She had been more or less telling you that anyway, like come join the tribe,
have some
leverage,
Okay, also, and was there a huge disbenefit to not knocking the dude in the pit? I mean, we still would have gotten the results. Istival was not the greatest fighter in our party.
Well, the truth is
drawback
that you would have given the Rakshasa what he wanted, because he
And
wanted
would it
revenge.
just have ended there? Or?
Well, it would have closed the pit, and then you would have given him the Rakshasa what he wanted. Basically, he would have.
But still had to fight.
He might have just tried to leave at that point. He might have just sort of teleported away, feeling like he did his job. Because from the point of view of the demons, basically, the demons' point of view is that a paladin's soul is worth an open portal world, especially one with Istival's rep. So from their point of view, they were like, if they could get a piece of Istival's soul, because remember, he's throwing himself into the pit, and he's basically making a bargain that he will give his soul to them forever. So,
Right.
When he
that's
does
what
that...
that was my original thought was, knock him in there, and then they'll probably just go away, and okay, and everything's cool. But
Yes, but that means that, you've lost like one of the great heroes of the realm, and you've given the Rakshasa what he wanted, and the revenge has worked, and so yeah, you close the gate, and then you're like,
I'm
great.
okay with everything you just said.
What do we win? Yeah, sure. After Istival,
Yeah.
was so
I was.
good
It
to
wasn't
you.
for a negative thing, and that I hope people. And during this run, I thank you guys for putting up with the shenanigans. I do it, and that's what I was talking to a series about earlier. Is just I don't know, for some levity, for some excitement, some maybe off the wall situations.
Definitely.
And that one wasn't just so I could knock him in the pit. I
No,
just
no,
figured
right.
it would be like end game. That's it. We're done.
It would have accomplished the goals we needed to accomplish, and then they would have just had the bards write some songs about him, I suppose. But since we got him out of there, that's it's all good.
You guys
you guys-
basically got the best of the endings, more or less.
Exactly.
Is
We
the way
screwed
to
this
do it.
guy's plan from 20 years ago, which is hilarious. I
Right.
mean, he went to all this trouble and we still gacked it, which I think is great.
Well, that was actually really fun. Even though I didn't knock him in the pit, the escalation, or I guess de-escalation of that moment was fun. It was
And that,
really
by
fun.
the way, was not feeding you a bunch of stuff. That was all based on the religious lore and exploration that you were doing doing by looking at him. I mean, you would know all of those things. It was kind of cool, actually, for me to have a cleric in the party because all that stuff was going to be stuff that you knew, which is that, you know, the way that the holy symbols
and it was
work.
cool
And like,
for me because, like, once I knew that, it was like, oh, well, this just went from a very simple-minded solution to, damn it, man, I'm looking at people for suggestions on what to do all of a sudden.
And you could tell, like, the Rashasa was like, God damn it. Like, the Rashasa, because he had set this up over,
So
like,
close.
however long. Yeah, like, I mean, you know.
Dude, I mean, you know, just putting everything else in order, and he was probably skulking around the first castle that we were at.
And the other bit of
altar,
background
and-
information, I won't reveal all of it because that's like showing all the tricks. But the one thing I'll say is, oh, thank you for the follow, Lawman17. Welcome into the Arbonauts. The other thing was that the Rakshasa had actually made a bargain with the demons, basically the devils of hell, the lords of hell, to come up here and try to do this because he had already been killed once by, you know, by Istavol and by his squire. And so he had made this deal, and they were like, all right, you got one more shot. And then after that, you know, I don't know if you guys ever saw The Princess and the Frog, but there's that scene where, like, the bad voodoo guy, like, doesn't get what he wants, and then the evil creatures are like, really? Well, then guess what? You're screwed. So, you know, essentially, by doing this, not only was he losing his revenge, but basically, you know, he's not...
He ain't ever coming back.
No, right. There are bad torments for these things. Bad torments.
Yeah, and cough. We're on the beta because the like full edition wasn't out when we started this. So.
And also
Correct.
the campaign was based on the beta rules.
On the beta
as
rules,
well.
Right. So starting with when we get back to pen and paper, which will not be until after Icewind Dale, but when we get back to pen and paper, we'll be doing the official 5th ed rules. I already have the player's handbook and the DM guide and everything. So, and these guys will be starting again. It'll be up to them if they want to keep these characters, but they will be starting back at level 1, but level 1 with 5th ed rules, not beta rules. Or if they want to start whole new characters, and then that campaign is going to lead them all the way up to like 30, basically, if they get there. So, yeah.
Ooh.
But I love 5e. I even in the beta rules, I loved it. It was just so much easier to handle and manage, and so
Worked out well. It reminds me a lot of like straight out just simple first edition with
Yep.
you know some fancier stuff.
I think that's what they wanted to do, and they wanted to sort of go back to that. So Horde of the Dragon Queen is going to be a lot of fun when you get there. But I'm also looking forward to having the session where I play with you guys too as a player. You know, I'm looking forward, Sod, to your one-off session as well.
Yeah,
and
one
obviously
shot.
we're looking forward to Icewind Dale.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, so we'll do that off past because it's up to you. It's based on if you're going to do your characters or not for Arv's campaign.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So it's good. So chat, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. It was this is my favorite game. So I had a great time with these guys. It was an epic campaign, and we actually
Just quick question. I know it works this way in the beta, but even in 5th edition, does everybody just level at the same rate? Are there no
No, so in 5th edition, the reason that I had to switch to the milestone rules is because this adventure had two major problems. Problem number one, besides organization of like where everything was in the book, problem number one was that the loot, as you guys pointed out, was not very good. And point number two, which was a bigger problem, was that the experience was completely borked. Like how they set up the experience.
It was a
you
bit
guys,
too cryptic to me.
Yeah,
I
well, you
found
guys
a
would have
lot
been
of it.
like level 3 by like this point or something. Like the experience was
Okay,
nowhere
so
near.
So
what it
this
needed
was
to
like
be.
a different version of the actual.
Yeah, they just botched it, I think. So I have played now through Horde of the Dragon Queen. I've played the first couple of chapters of Horde of the Dragon Queen for a face-to-face campaign. The experience there is perfectly balanced, so that you will be able to get experience, and I think we'll be able to go back to. They have a milestone system, but I think we'll be able to at least try the allocating experience properly, based on fights and things like that. So you will not
Now, and
necessarily
stuff like that. Have
do
they
that, so.
added more classes? Like, is there dual classing? Is there?
They have added more classes. I don't remember. I'm going to have to double check again about whether they have dual classing, but they have also they've sort of added backgrounds and kits which have impacts as well. So, for example, if you have
They
a
do have
noble,
kits.
if you have
And
like
there's
a
more
noble,
thing stuff as well. Like we use pre-gen characters, so there's like a
Right.
whole array of stuff we could have chosen instead of the abilities that we had.
right.
Well, something I'm always going to be picking is Sculpt Spell because that thing has saved our butts so many times.
That is amazing
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah.
It's so good.
What's up, Vamp Cow and Laura J? Welcome in. Dragon Queen is awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. The opening sequence, the opening adventure of Horde of the Dragon Queen, as I was actually talking to Series about this a couple weeks ago. That is going to test your guys' tactical skills big time, and I'm so excited for it. I don't want to spoil it,
Yay.
but oh my god, it's going to be so much good stuff that you guys will have.
Music to my ears. I love that stuff.
Oh my god, there's a beer. Oh, there's a raid. In comes the raid from Tabletoping. What's up, Raiders? What is going on? Hello to Raiders. Hello to Lord J. Hello to Mystaria. What's up, Mist? Hello to Norton Tremblay. Hello, Cormac O'Bear.
That thing.
Beard.
What is going on? Fear the Beard. Yeah, this is tabletopping. What's up, Dave?
No, I know tabletopping, but what is that emote?
I know, right? He loves that
It's like a
emote.
paper bag. Or
It's his
something.
favorite thing ever. What's up, Megabort? He loves that emote. Oh, thank you, Cormac.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, the backdrop. Assad gets credit for the
The
backdrop design
table bag. Oh my god.
with some
okay.
suggestions from Foom on it as well. So yeah, we're good. That's really awesome. Thank you guys so much.
And
If you guys
someone in chat suggested something really good with the colors, but yeah.
Oh, cool. If you guys don't know, thank you for the follow, Harlock. Welcome to the Argonauts. If you guys don't know already, please follow Tabletopping. He does a regular D&D stream, and Dave and I have actually gone back and forth and rated each other quite a bit over the last 5-6 months. So, he's a good guy, and obviously I love this game. But I want to give credit actually to you guys. I think you did a very good job at sort of handling a lot of things that were thrown at you. On working together, and there were a lot of different stages you had to work through. If you think about the different environments too, the crypts and having to deal with the dwarf thing and all that stuff. So
Oh,
I
hey.
just want to know too, like my bullshit at times was not too much, right? It was.
No.
No, it was great.
it was fine. I was shocked at the throwing him into the pit thing, but I think
Yeah,
it worked.
I was completely.
It worked
like,
out perfectly though. So thank you for the follow, Turkey Man.
What was in those pesky pools in the under the
Yeah, we
moon?
must know the
I
pools.
do kind of want to
We
know.
must.
I mean, a
know.
magician never reveals his tricks, John.
Yeah, but we never found him, so it's irrelevant. So it's not going back there. I'm just curious if it was anything worthwhile. Or
Thank
if
you
it
for the
was
follow,
a
Light and
way
Passion.
to waste our time.
Let me tell you exactly what you
Always
found.
bugged me.
I want to know the solution because I know fucking.
Oh, we could have figured it out. We just didn't spend enough time there.
DM
We
coach
probably
talk.
could have, yeah.
Thank you for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. And welcome again to the Argonauts,
Well, if
everybody.
there are like magical weapons there, I'm gonna be like, oh, damn.
Was there
let's-
actually loot in there? Was that
Yes, there was loot. Let's see. The pool of ordinary water. Oh, actually, that was the one that you got. That was the leather armor, and you got the Everfull
Yeah.
wine
Brought
skin.
out a lovely water elemental.
Yeah.
I swear, I got like the best loot in the game: electric javelin, gold shield that spits out magical apples, and an
That thing
infinite
is awesome.
flask.
In
Dude,
the
I-
bright
like,
silver pool, was a staff of charming.
of course.
And
Like
the
orcs.
staff of charming, what that did was it has 10 charges, and you could expend 1 charge and cast charm person, command, or comprehend languages. Also, once per day, when you failed a saving throw against an enchantment spell, you could turn the failed saving throw into a successful one, and you could expend 1 charge as your reaction to turn the effects of that enchantment spell against its caster.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So there
I don't
was
believe you. It's all just water.
Based
Based on all the other experiences in this game, it was all just water.
One of the other sets of loots had 4 potions of healing, although the potions were tampered with, so they would have caused an additional effect every time you had something.
random additional effects.
Like you became intoxicated, so that would not have been random for Fang. Surrounded by a nimbus of flickering light, becomes as tough and coarse as bark, can breathe fire as an action, or exudes a carrion stench out to a range of 50 feet.
That one's brilliant.
So there was that. And then the last one was the flame thing. Was there had 1,500 gold. And the last thing was a aspergillum of exorcism, which looks like a holy scepter tipped with a metallic orb. And when you basically shake in it, harmless water sprinkles from tiny holes in the orb. Once per day, when attempted to turn undead, it adds a +10 bonus to your turn undead result.
Oh, wow.
So that was some of the loot.
Hey, Arb, was there any magical two-handed sword in that at all?
I think there was one magical two-handed sword that you might have been able to get on the top level, which you guys never ended up going to,
Of the
of
fortress.
the Iron Axe Halls, which was level 3. Yep.
So when I missed
Never
that
got
too,
there.
I want to know what was in that chest.
real quick. I assume that was at the beginning of this session, but where'd you guys find the javelin? Where was that?
In the armory.
It was in the armory.
I'll ping
I
up
stayed,
and go- scroll
I
up.
stayed
scroll up.
behind to look in there, and that's I
Here.
found it in the armor.
And let me just say hi to Norton Tremblay. Again, thank you so much to Dave for the raid and the host. Thank you guys so much for the raid. I appreciate it very much, guys. And yeah, I hope you liked what you saw and heard. Next up for this group, by the way, don't leave because I'm going to be doing a giveaway and a raid. But next up for this group is going to be Icewind Dale. When we're done with Icewind Dale, then we're going to be doing, Sod will be doing a one-off pen and paper session. And
Let's
I will
just
then be
talk
doing
about Icewind Dale.
Horde of Dragon Queen.
Let's do that.
But
Let's
yes,
do that.
Icewind Dale is coming up next. I know. What's up, Captain?
Let's talk about that.
As far as what you wanted to know about the chest that you would have lost, there was a plus 15 acts of... No, I'm just kidding. That was not the case. No,
I believed you for about a quarter of a second.
You're like, wait, is that... No. Let's see. But no, but there was something in there, though. Let's see. What was that? I think that was level 9.
The bottom right chest, if you've got like a map with keys and all
Yeah,
that.
450 Electrum, 4 100 gold piece gems, 5 50 gold piece gems, a lapis lazuli figurine of Moradin worth 250 gold, and that was it.
Oh,
That
so
was
it's just
wait,
money
that was
loot.
the
It was
chest-
just money.
the chest in the room you knocked down.
Yeah. Yes.
Arvin,
So
in the other iron box that needed a coin to open it, what was in that one?
Mostly just like gold. I think there was one that had a potion of healing or something.
We didn't
Also-
even use gold, did we?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and that's what I was gonna say. Is I think next time, and I don't know, this is on you too, Arv. I appreciate all of everything you put into this. And how hard? Because we didn't really use like rations or gold or really do
I know that.
anything with the.
I know that. That's true, and I think that was again a limitation of the setup in the system, that they just didn't have a lot of it available. And so that is a lot of that is corrected. Like, first of all, the player's handbook for 5th ed has like a lot of that stuff. So I mean, it's got like a lot more stuff available to you to buy. Secondly, you will be able to find, not initially but relatively soon, you'll be able to find not only more loot within the game but also more places to buy stuff. So you'll be able to actually use more of it. And yes,
But I mean,
so.
you get what I'm saying, right? It just seemed like
Yeah.
a lot of my inventory was just kind of like, why is this? It looks cool, but why is this here?
I agree. Yeah.
I think that's kind of the whole point of the campaign. It was supposed to just test the actual.
No, I get it.
mechanics
I
well.
get it.
Yep.
It was
rather
to
than-
get people to play it, it was beta, so it was a stripped down version, and
Yep.
it wasn't meant to. You don't have to deal with the minutia that I think we like to do. Basically, it's just like get them playing, get them hooked, and then when the book comes out, it's like, all right, now you can do the real deal.
Then dive deeper. Yeah, no.
And I
get it.
think as such, it did a pretty good job of sort of weaving together a story. Like Chris Perkins was one of the people that was writing this, and Perkins I have tremendous respect for.
Oh yeah, it was a solid story, absolutely.
So thank you, Lord G, for the follow. I liked sort of the other setups too. And I mean, there's just a lot of good epic moments. The dragon stuff. You guys did a good job with that, and I think that sort of weaving together the elemental keys. And the other thing that I liked about it too was that, you guys basically technically based on the plot, in quotes, lost. You know what I mean? Like the first few levels, like you kept losing the keys and like not because technically he's outstripping you. Like frankly, a Rakshasa would annihilate you at level 1. Like
God, yes.
a Rakshasa, by the way, is immune to spells below level 8. So
Okay.
that's why you were casting. It's like nope. His duplicate was not immune to things, but he was. So Rakshasas are nasty. I mean, as was obvious. But it helped a lot when you closed that portal, because otherwise every turn, another demon of some kind was going to come out of that pit. So,
That's what I was worried about. It's like,
and they
oh,
didn't just disappear when you
this
closed the portal either. So
Yeah, jeez. So if we had dithered around too much, we'd have been like screwed.
a blunderbuss squad, yeah. Like my
So
arcane.
Sod, the conversation these days is Icewind Dale. But the name of this one-off, I kind of read it. What are you planning on? Can you give any like hints?
It depends. It depends as well. If you want the one-off to be about if you want it to be about like our prequel, how we met, or if you want to make it part of the prequel to the Spider. Sorry, what's the Horde of the Dragon Queen?
Oh, I see.
Like
Interesting.
I can do
Okay.
either. I've got it designed, so we could probably do either. Really.
The how we met thing sounds interesting.
But he means
If we
how we
do
met
that-
either way, right?
Are
Like-
you yeah. If you want, like it can certainly like Arv and I were discussing whether if we do it as a prequel to the Horde of the Dragon Queen, we can give you like if you complete it successfully, you know what I mean? Like you get a little bonus item just to help you at the start.
Yeah.
Or if we do a prequel, then you probably won't. And if we're gonna have separate characters, then probably won't be part of it. We'll probably just do the kind of how we met our group right now.
Right. Okay.
So it's basically we're going to talk to you guys if you're going to
Yeah.
decide on characters and all that.
I wouldn't
So
mind
I can do any or either. Like it's really up to you guys.
I wouldn't mind doing the prequel to the Dragon Queen thing myself. It just seems to make sense. I mean, no offense to this one, it was great, but we've kind of wrapped this one.
Yeah.
And I saw
to me,
that.
I'd rather see like
Saying
moving
earlier,
on.
They brought like Tiamat back. Like, really, is that one of the new campaigns?
Well, it's a campaign that I mean, I don't want to go into details, but maybe something you'll be affected by in the future.
Mm.
It'll be fine.
Oh, great.
Tiamat, favorite D&D creature, character, whatever legend of all time. Oh my god,
I
Tiamat.
totally want to bring in a couple of. You'll appreciate this, Rick. I want to bring in a couple of like Venger references and like.
Oh, you have to.
You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm telling you right now. I've said this many times. I'm going to say it again. The energy bow that the Ranger had in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon was the baddest ass thing on the planet.
That's what made me.
Oh my
obsession
god, I
with
wanted that.
Ranger classes in
Yes!
RPGs. That's it.
Because I was like, energy bow. Are you kidding me?
That's him. It never runs out of ammo.
Oh god.
until the one show where it did. They had to go get it in the Graveyard of Dragons. They had to get it recharged.
But then it was like 10 times more powerful though. It was like,
No, it was
oh
crazy.
god, that thing was amazing.
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
so
remember there
good.
was one episode where I think I can't remember what actually was happening, but he actually like shot the sun with it.
Yeah.
And like it
Something
like warped the whole
crazy,
world
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it was like in his hands, in Hank's hands, it could do no wrong. It was like, oh my god,
that was
Shoot your mountain,
amazing.
no problem.
That thing was just badass.
Crazy,
So.
yeah.
Yeah,
jeez.
it's going to be fun though. I'm looking forward to it. And so we will be doing that. That will come after we do, of course. Icewind Dale will be next. And the good news is because we got delayed this much, we're doing enhanced edition, so no goddamn Game Ranger at least. So at least there's that.
In before we go back to Game Ranger.
Right? Well,
So,
I mean,
wait,
listen,
wait,
if they don't have.
if it's enhanced edition, how is that going to work for not using Game Ranger? Is it just on Steam?
No, enhanced edition. Right, it's on Steam, and then it's
Direct
like
Connect,
It
right?
direct connects, yeah. Like it was like Baldur's Gate, like when we were doing Baldur's Gate.
Sure.
Baldur's
Okay.
Gate 2 was
Has
like
anybody
that.
looked into it? I would assume they'd like improve it, but
Yes,
is it
I think
still the
they
same
did.
thing?
You guys should probably test it before you.
Yeah, I know that would be
yeah,
terrible.
that's
Yeah, that's true because Sod doesn't get. Oh, poor Sod.
I have played through the enhanced edition.
The problem is that because I'm in Australia, the internet connection problem with a lot of games, if you have any delay at all, they
It's an
just break
issue.
the game completely, and I don't want to risk that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying you played through it, series? You played through the.
Yeah,
enhanced
I've played through it. It's pretty awesome. I mean, like it's just everything works better. So,
Have you
I
tried
don't know what the
any
connection-
online? Okay.
No.
I have tried. I tried both Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition BG2E, and I had the same problem. It just would constantly desync and just break the game.
The other thing I wanted to ask you guys is, have you heard that Beamdog, which is the people that made that, they are now working on a brand new Baldur's Gate game?
I did hear that.
Brand
Yeah,
new.
I did hear that. Yeah, exactly.
Kind of spammed it in Skype everywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Like if that, because that's obviously the overall plan is as we alternate between video and PvP down the line, Icewind Dale 2, and then like maybe Neverwinter Nights. But the problem is at a certain point we start losing it's not you can't have 6 at once when you get to the later games. So I'm hoping they set it up so it's got 6 from the very beginning. So
It'd be so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play new Baldur's Gate with you guys. Oh gosh.
that would be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Now, and guys, was it the enhanced edition or the regular edition? Because wasn't that happening before? Like the desync, somebody said that. Like that makes me nervous as hell. Because that's what was happening to us late game in Baldur's Gate, where like I was seeing something and Sirius wasn't seeing the same thing, and it
Right, we had a lot of chop problems.
was that enhanced?
I would think that would be Game Ranger or
yeah.
bug in the enhanced.
I heard
fine.
they made a massive update that supposedly fixed a lot of the multiplayer
Right.
issues.
And even when we had, I mean, you'll remember that we played, Baldur's Gate 1 we were playing with the Enhanced Edition. Even there, the Enhanced Edition did have its issues, but the sort of deconnection things were way less problematic than trying to actually just get running on Game
Right.
Ranger with either BG2 or Icewind Dale. So,
I was just trying to remember where the desync stuff was happening. If that was on our like legit, or if it was on enhanced. That was Baldur's Gate 1 or 2.
yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 was enhanced, and we did have some trouble with desync, but not nearly as much as getting hooked up
It
through
was just that
BG2.
last dungeon, right? Like
yeah,
that last area.
Yeah, that's right. That was a problem with that, and then BG2 was the Game Ranger setup, which somehow we managed to get through that entire game using Game Ranger. So, but I'm glad we don't have to fiddle with it again. Frankly,
Nope, you're still
Icewind Dale.
gray or you're still red. Oh my god.
Oh god! All right, go out. Everyone, go back in.
You're italicized. Are you italicized?
Unbelievable that we put up with that, but just because the game is so good, we were like, all right.
Got
well,
through like 200 hours of that shit too somehow with that.
Amazing.
Oh,
Hey Arv, I know that you want
Yeah.
to do your giveaway, but do we want to start to talk about classes at some point and everything?
For IWD, sure. Yeah,
They have new kits and stuff too now, don't they? Or new?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look stuff up before we get it.
Yeah.
but
I recommend you download it now, guys.
I want to say Paladin, but I don't know yet.
We need to figure that out.
we do.
Yeah.
I'll have to. Yeah, and I don't even know. Like, I mean, I think I'm still happy to stick with either the Bard or what
Oh,
was
that's
I
right.
doing?
You get to do stuff now.
Yeah, or like
I'm not
or a
gonna-
ranger,
it's
or
gonna
you
take
wanted
me
to be a
used to.
ranger, Foom, maybe, or you said maybe.
No,
Paladin?
I'm kind of like trying to step away from that a little bit.
So if you're moving into Paladin, I would love to be a ranger because I still love rangers.
You can take I love Ranger, but I'm a Ranger every flipping game.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, that's why I thought about Bard too. But
Bard
so
would be amazing. You should be Bard.
hi, Vice Rosewater.
That
I
would
don't
be
mind
amazing.
being Bard. I mean, I was a
You
Bard
could
last
RP
time.
the mess out of that.
Yeah, you should be a Bard. I think that would work out.
As long as you don't mind my singing a
God.
song.
Not gonna lie, like I said, exactly. I think
Oh, good
Do
times.
you want to be a fighter again type class?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because I
Now all of a sudden he's
fun
like, Ice
doing
Storm, Ice Storm, Ice Storm.
yeah.
it. Well, no, I have a lot of fun doing a mage in like pen and paper like this. But on the digital fronts, I haven't really found a game that I enjoy the mechanics that they have there for the spellcasting. So
Okay.
we'll have to see.
If Foom is going paladin, we do have like one person is tank covered, so you have freedom to pick something else if you want to.
because isn't that how we started before? Like Inam and I were like butting heads as tanks.
That's right.
No,
Yeah,
I got this. No, wait, I got this.
Yeah, you were. I think you were a paladin, and I was going fighter cleric, so we were pretty much the same freaking thing.
Yep. It was almost the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm the one who said maces.
No, I will attack and then heal. Calm
bad.
down.
All right, John, what did you want to go druid, right?
I'm going to stick with Druid. I want to get deeper into that class, and I really enjoyed what it was doing with all the outdoor stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going to stick with. If no one has a problem with that, yep.
Is Wild Mage in Icewind Dale?
Oh yes.
I still
Yeah.
think I'm probably
Is-
going to end up going something
is
with
it
Warhammer.
really?
We'll see.
Is it really? Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
think- I
wild
don't-
mage is in there.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's
Inam.
see. So-
Oh my God.
Wild Mage.
I got your taking covered.
What do you kick classes?
Did you guys hear that?
Party.
Wild Mage and Lily meows right on cue. Wild Mage. Meow.
Yeah, if you want to go wild mage, I could easily go like fighter cleric. Just take
No,
that.
if I do, no,
Thanks
no,
for
no,
the
no.
follow,
I'm
Vice
saying
Rosewater.
you go Wild Mage.
me go no.
Oh, yeah, me
You
no.
go Wild Mage.
No.
There's nothing about that. That sounds appealing to me.
I can't imagine I'm wanting to play a random abstract character for 60 plus hours.
Now me on the other hand, but I am smarter than that, and no.
It's only a 5% chance of doing a wild
Failure
surge every time
or
you
surge,
cast.
Yeah, exactly.
5%.
Unless you cast the spell the Wild Surge spell, which is makes
Yeah,
Actually, but
Reckless,
5% hilarity.
it really is.
5%
Someone
is
goes
just
psionics,
enough to
Vice.
screw it up at the exact worst possible.
Oh God, can you imagine?
Or the best, and there may be a good effect.
It will never be the best. Have you met our group?
It really is true.
Not how it works.
I just like to ask you what happens on the 5th level of Watcher's Keep when all of a sudden you start casting wild stuff. Like everyone's just like,
Yeah, if someone turns into a female, I remember.
While
that.
everyone's talking, I'm going to quickly feed a live on camp because why not?
So I will say someone is probably.
But yeah,
mage-
either I'm gonna go for Paladin for a more, air quotes serious run, or honestly Wild Mage. Not even trolling. Like, it's just always been a class that I want to see somebody pick Wild Mage and Bard.
Mage is open and
I want to have a really interesting party. I really do.
the kids at your school, the worst with D&D, there's a lot of dark and edgy characters, Zach. Oh, really?
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm thinking. We could go Paladin, Ranger, Fighter, like the usual. I don't know, like Bard, Wild Mage, something.
I'm fine with
We'll
doing
see.
some
We'll
of those
see.
adjustments. I think we need to be careful about making it too abstract. All right, I'm a gnome illusionist, and and all of a sudden, we're like the least effective party ever assembled. Like,
No,
you know.
But that's more of a challenge. Yeah.
yes,
Anything
that
you
sounds
want.
good in the heady days of I can't wait to get started. It'll sound less good when we're not past the opening area.
Did you
'cause we
just say
can't defeat a
gnome
wolf.
illusionist? Yes. Now we're on the right track. Arf.
That's yeah.
that is pretty strong.
I'm going to cast Charm Person Fireball. Exactly, Vice. Fireball.
So do you guys want to get together at some point and just start trying to connect to each other, roll classes? Do you want to do that at some other point?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have to.
we
I'm
probably-
downloading it right now, so
Okay.
soon.
There you go, Parker. Pick a Paladin and Blackguard.
Probably like just I don't know. Do it tomorrow if we want to. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm good.
There we go.
I have a few things to do this weekend, but I'll be around. So
We need to figure this out at some
just
point.
a,
Like
just
put
a, like
date to
a
it.
quick Skype call. Yeah, I'm done.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
take all that long.
We have means of communicating with one another.
True.
Or what do you
That's
think?
True.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm you know, it just depends on when I'll be out and about next few days, but I'll, we can work around things. I can figure out some way to get on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, I'll be around at some point. Leave a message.
Leave a message. Oh man.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, so I'm going to do my giveaway and do the raid for everybody, gentlemen.
I
This
have
has been a
one final
pleasure.
thing quickly. In the Iron Axe Fortress, the king, was there any way to cure him, or was he permanently insane?
He was pretty much much long gone.
He was a goner. Yeah.
He has these moments of lucidity though, occasional moments of lucidity, but for the most part he was
Yeah.
just sort of wandering, and he had just been kind of locked away as this figurehead because the dwarves didn't know what to do. I mean, they don't want to like give him up as a king, but that whole situation with the whole like breeding and everything was bad. I like the whole environment. I was like, man.
Yeah,
the
that's
dwarves-
why I hated it all from like as in role playing the character. Like Domdor would just
Oh
yo,
yeah.
stop
Oh no,
all
it
that
sucked. It totally sucked.
shit. No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
what-
Bad.
what-
Very bad.
Whatever happened with the orphanage?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
A bunch of gold and coins, apples, and what happened with the orphanage? They said that he was going to dedicate money to it, and that certainly seems like it will happen, especially now that this threat has been ended. So I think the Fing Muficus orphanage is well on its way. That's the one that you sort of
that sounded like
that was the one that you did with the
sounded like a
drunken
very
nobles.
like corporate answer. It has
Yeah, I
been
know.
funded, so obviously the orphanage will be built. That's
Will be built, yeah.
Time.
But that was
Once the planning commission agrees to it, along with
yeah. Once we
various-
check,
yes,
like,
right.
yeah. No, that was with the drunken noble, right? That you were
Yeah,
reasoning with.
yep.
Yeah. No. That's gonna
Yep.
happen for sure.
Actually, the baron, I think he was, or the whatever. Yeah, he was the leader of the town of Dagger, and he
I
arm wrestled him for the money.
arm wrestled him for it, and then threw him my infinite
Hilarious.
wine flask.
There you go.
Yep. It was a arm wrestle and a bribe. That was pretty much what it was. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's fantastic. Yes. Now, Foom, I thought you played that guy, your character, and he actually had an arc too, which is great, and it was really a lot of fun. So
Yeah, thank you.
definitely. Yep. And I look more forward to more shenanigans when we start pen and paper again. So
I blew up a lot of stuff. I had Dumbledore save me from midair at some point.
Dumbledore.
God, like still people can't say the name right.
That scene,
thought-
that
I-
thing with you like attacking the Bahir with the freaking fastball special was epic.
That was awesome.
I still think
That was God.
Totally
the,
legit too. Totally legit. You just
Yeah.
yep.
I still think the ship was the best bit of this whole campaign. That
The
was
ship
just
with a sacred flame.
that
Oh,
was
God.
the best.
The ship. Oh,
I
geez.
actually know. Someone told me that that's actually part of the campaign. It's supposed to blow up. That's what I was told. Is that
Yeah,
true?
well,
Yeah.
Wait, what is? What's supposed to blow
the
up?
ship? Not necessarily.
the upside down ship that
Yeah,
had the
that you
methane.
sacred
Oh,
flame didn't
whatever.
like-
The fact that it was filled with methane and I lit sacred flame in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
come
best
on,
thing was you walking away from it, like you guys walking away, like a boss is the explosion.
And I'm
going
like,
up.
bosses.
but I'm like running away because I was a bit late because my axe got stuck.
I just picture myself like all cartoonicized, like blackface, and like half my hair is missing. And shit.
Yeah. And Solil was getting, and like Inam was getting, Solil was getting more and more like sort of frustrated and annoyed as like I kept describing how much the echoing was like echoing across the swamp. Like so many people hear this. You from distant lands. You're like, yes. And then like over at
And
the temple,
I believe Inam's whole stance was he was sitting on a stump reading. A book.
yeah, because he was like, I'm not dealing with this. And then like, and you get to the temple and they're all like, oh, we heard a huge explosion. You're like, yes, that was yes.
Did Salil, did Inam sign
I
off?
think Inam may have just gotten booted internet wise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a sign of good things to come.
And never forget the early joys of tying a halfling to a rope.
Yeah.
Just kind of throwing them out there and seeing.
Yep.
He
How many
stabbed
times has
multiple
that actually succeeded? I don't think it's succeeded once.
Never.
It depends on what you
time-
mean by
times.
success, though.
No, I think it was only one time. It was only one time, I believe.
I think it was a great
it's
success,
See,
frankly.
the lizard man, you got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah. The tree, like, what was it? Hanging on a tree, it bent over. And
Stupid tree.
Deposited right between the two.
The tree was not my fault.
what was the other one where there was
The
a
temple.
That was the one where Dumbledore had to
the
shoot
bullywogs.
out of midair.
Oh, you're
I
talking
was
about the one where you went up,
Oh,
where you
yeah,
went up and he got
yeah,
aggroed by like
yep,
12
God,
whites or whatever the hell it
And
was.
tried to
A dozen
drag
or
him
whatever
out
they
and
were.
just drop
Yep.
down. Yeah.
And then there
Right,
was
right, the
bully-
football save. The football save.
Yep.
He could very well have died there. I mean, they like
and the
just,
bullywogs. When
I
they
was
came.
at one point. It would have killed me probably. So
yep,
it was
and the
not
bully
good.
wogs. Yep,
Not good
bully
at all.
wogs. Yep.
What else was there?
Yeah, those were.
I think Kate got some revenge with the trap in the Iron Axe Mountain. It was like, let's all jump on it at the same
Yeah.
Oh, that was brutal.
That
man.
was funny.
I was like,
funny.
what are you doing? I was like, all right.
Who
well.
who falls into a pit trap with spikes? I mean, really? It's
I
like,
did.
Oh,
You're the one that told us to do it.
Oh, that's true. Knight's right.
I don't
The
like to
shield
jump
charge
up
of
and
door
down.
obliteration, where Fing just is like blam, 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 like blows him open, blows him open, blows him open, like as he's
Yeah.
running through the Minotaurs and whatever.
Yeah.
A Minotaur charge. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah,
It
I
worked
like
out.
that.
Those I had some rolls. I definitely had some rolls.
I liked your tactical planning also with the with all the orcs in that room where you're trying to decide like how
Oh,
to.
that was
set it up.
Now, it
That
took
was
us a
a good
half hour to
time.
get there, but it was still funny.
Yeah, I liked
Awesome.
seeing that, and I liked the fact that Sod's the chest sort of like fell on top of the chest. You're like, oh, I don't even know what to say. And
Great shield charge of door obliteration. Thank
that
you.
was
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
great.
That was amazing. Yeah.
And there was
greatest
there was
hits,
something else. I
greatest
don't
hits.
remember what it was. There was oh man, I had forgotten. Oh, no, I forgot what it was. Shoot, I was very excited to oh, I think it was the thing where the Lich was like, "Give me this," and I was like, "Yep, here." He just like walks right over, have this, like not even don't pass
Boy, he
go,
just chucks
don't,
it.
like,
He just chucks
Yeah.
it.
no discussion,
Yeah,
like just do here,
Yeah. There you go.
go right here. Yeah, exactly.
Good times.
It's fun
Good
times.
All right.
I
Yep.
loved it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys, good stuff, and yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll be
Let's
playing
see,
some.
I'll be
Icewind
around. I
Dale
will be
next.
around this weekend. I'm downloading the enhanced right now. I'll be around this weekend. So if someone wants to, but like I said, I'm doing druids. I can pretty much just roll it up regardless.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
can
a
chat.
big deal
We
there,
can
so,
chat
yeah.
tomorrow. Or something.
Enhance
I'm cool with that.
is installed. I will check it out and see what's up. Like I said, it's either paladin or wild mage, depending on what route I want to go.
Both are
Do you
good.
guys think I
What
need
happens
to?
if we have a mage? I mean,
Do you guys think
that's
I
the
need to
question,
uninstall the original Icewind Dale before I install this one?
I wouldn't assume so. Totally different directory.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not going to do it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Then.
I think you should do a dry run as well before you cast as well.
Yeah. To see.
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Hook up and see if we can connect and everything. Because especially me running a Mac, I want to see if it's gonna work.
Oh
It
god, it's the Mac again. Back to pen and paper. Fuck it.
Pen and paper always compatible.
But they're supposed to be able to play this, and it shouldn't be a big deal. So it shouldn't,
Really?
quote unquote, be an issue. Yeah, I know. I hear the score. I hear the derision in your voice. For the tone. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it.
Pete.
Up last, and yeah,
It's
we'll be
been
in
fun.
touch.
Yep. Thanks a lot, guys. Good times. Well done. Congratulations. Infinity Beyond for life, etc.
Yep.
Good,
Love
yeah,
it.
good night.
And I'll catch you
Chat.
guys soon.
Love you
Chat,
guys.
don't go anywhere. But yeah, follow all these guys.
Cool.
Nice.
Later, peeps.
Bye.
See you guys.
See you.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on while I exit the Skype call, which I'll do at some point. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. So, don't go anywhere, peoples, because we are, as soon as I figure out how to exit this, there we go. Exit. Exit. Lovely. All right. So, good stuff, guys. This was a really, really good time. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. It seems like people did, so that was great. And now we're going to do a giveaway and a raid. And again, thanks so much to Tabletopping for the raid today and for letting everyone know. One announcement, by the way, too, and that is that the Talos Principle, which I've been doing on my solo streams, the Talos Principle, as I realize that my webcam is screwed up because reasons, the Talos Principle... which is a sort of a puzzle adventure, basically a puzzle game but there's a lot of philosophy that's associated with it and stuff like that. That is, I've been playing that. I just started playing it the other day, and I'm going to be playing it for the next couple of sessions. This coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please mark your calendars, because this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be interviewing the 2 writers from the Talos Principle. So the 2 writers are going to be interviewed by me, and that is, again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday the 22nd. So if that game is of any interest to you, and if you've had a chance to check it out, then you can definitely do that. And if not, if you have not already done so, a follow of me would be most lovely and most appreciated, because you guys are the best, and you get to see a lot more of cool stuff like this. So Talos Principle, hopefully sometime over the weekend, and then again next week. And the next time that we're playing D&D with these guys, we'll be playing Icewind Dale, and that's what we'll be focusing on for the next set of sessions. After that, we'll go back to pen and paper, but now we're moving on to Icewind Dale. So before we do our raid, I do want to do a giveaway first, because we have a good turnout here in chat, and you will have a choice of one of the 3 following games. If you guys win tonight, you will have a choice of one of the 3 following games, and they are as follows. Choice number 1, it comes to us from TTM XP, and it is the Far Cry Franchise Pack. In case you guys don't know what that is, the Far Cry Franchise Pack includes in it, where is it? It includes in it Far Cry 3, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Far Cry 2 Fortunes Edition, and Far Cry 3 Deluxe Bundle DLC. So basically Far Cry 2, and Far Cry 3, all of it. So that's the first thing. Far Cry Franchise Pack. That is courtesy of TTM. Second, from Messiah DMR, we get Shadowrun Returns, which, as you guys know, is a great game. I'm a huge fan of Shadowrun Returns, and if you're an RPG fan, this is a game that you should definitely be interested in. That comes courtesy of, again, Messiah DMR, so that's Shadowrun Returns. That's choice 2. And finally, choice number 3 comes to us courtesy of Kathleen Stack, and that is the game Skullgirls. That is this choice of Skullgirls, which a lot of people have been talking about as well. So the choices, again, are TTM XP Far Cry Franchise Pack, Shadowrun Returns, or Skullgirls. And today the choice is, let's see, the word is, let's see. Let's make it, there we go. In the honor of Dragonspear Castle, the keyword tonight is the game that we have played, which we're moving on from now, Dragonspear. So again, the choices are Far Cry Franchise Pack, Shadowrun Returns, or Skullgirls. Those will be one of your choices. Thank you, Apples. If you're interested, please type in the word Dragonspear, and as you do this, I am going to see who we are going to go raid. No, I don't want. I would never want to give you away, Dragonspear. You are a precious member of our chat. In no way would I ever want to do that. Get out of Skype here. Cool. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? I know who we're going to have, I think. Lovely. Okay, I know exactly who we're going to do. All right, so I know who we are going to raid as soon as we have entered this. And again, if you liked anything of what you saw and heard, by the way, folks, please make sure to follow the stream. Please make sure to spread the word about it. We are trying to move towards partnership in this stream. I'm proud of the channel. I feel like we've done a lot with it. I feel like the Arvanauts, my community is, I think, the best one on Twitch. I've said that many times. I know everybody says that, but I'm the only one who's right. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so we are trying to move towards partnership, and so the more that you're able to spread the word about the stream, let people know about it, and of course continue to show up, the better. So if you guys can do that, that is of course much appreciated. You are not required to follow me to win something, by the way, but of course again appreciated if it is. All right, so it's Dragonspear without the E, by the way, because that's how it's spelled in the book. Note, Dragonspear. See? Dragonspear. Right. So, Dragonspear. There you go. All right, and again, that is if you are interested. Again, please don't enter if you're not interested in winning. This is this is in case you're interested in winning one of those 3 games that Apple's mentioned. You get to choose between Far Cry Franchise Pack, Shadowrun Returns, and Skullgirls if you are selected. So if you're interested, please type in that word Dragonspear, as a lot of people already have, I see. All right, last call. Last call if you are interested. Thank you, Apples. Good job out of the mods today, by the way. Well done. All right, and the winner. Ah, wait, there's more. I'll wait. Anyone else, Dragonspear? Thank you for the follow, the Anthony.